Go on and on and on and on. My life keeps moving like a pennies and 6 dimes. Yeah, you may laugh, 'cause you did not do your math. Like 1, 2, 3. Damn, y'all feel that? Oh, like 1, 2, 3. The earth keeps turning. Oh, what a day! What a day! What a day! The man that knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. Does it seem colder in your summertime and hotter in your fall? If we were made in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. Oh, no, no, no. My life, he's moving like a rolling stone. No, 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 no. Oh, like to the vulture song. I'll go, oh, no, 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 no. My life, he's moving like a rolling stone. No, 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 no. Mad props to the God job. You feeling kinda hungry? 'Cause my high is coming down. Don't feed me yours, 'cause your food does not endure. I think I need a cup of tea. The world keeps burning. Oh, what a day. What a day, what a day. You rush into destruction 'cause you don't have nothing left. The mothership can't save you, so your ass is gon' get left. And we were made in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. Oh, no, 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 no. My side, he's moving like a rolling stone. No, 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 no. He ain't fucking me, so just leave him alone. Wait, no, 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 no. My side, he's moving like a rolling stone. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. I like to dedicate this to all of the Creator's righteous children. I have some food in my bag for you. Not that edible food, the food you eat. No, I have some food for thought. Since knowledge is infinite, it has infinitely fell on me. So, it was a stormy night. You know the kind where the lightning strikes. And I was hanging out with some of my artsy friends. Ooh, you. The night was long, the night went on. We were cooling out until the break of dawn. Incense was burning, so I'm feeling right. See, I picked my friends like I picked my fruit. Again, he told me that when I was only a youth. I don't walk around trying to be what I'm not. I don't waste my time trying to get what you got. I work at pleasing me, 'cause I can't please you. And that's why I do what I do. My soul flies free like a willow tree. Do we, do we, do we? And if you don't want to be down with me, you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to be down with me, then you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to be down with me, then you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to be down with me, you just don't want to be down. I have a home, and I take it everywhere I go. 'Cause I'm planting seeds, so I reap what I sow. You know. Oh, no. My cyber keeps moving like a rolling stone. I can't control the soul flowing in me. Ooh-wee. See, I picked my friends like I picked my fruit. Again, he told me that when I was only a youth. I don't walk around trying to be what I'm not. I don't waste my time trying to get what you got. I work at pleasing me, 'cause I can't please you. And that's why I do what I do. My soul flies free like a willow tree. Do we? And if you don't want to sit down with me, you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to sit down with me, you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to sit down with me, you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to sit down with me, you just don't want to sit down. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. picks my friends like I pick my fruit. Again, he told me that when I was only you. I don't walk around trying to be what I'm not. I don't waste my time trying to get what you got. I work at pleasing me cause I can't please you. And that's why I do what I do. My soul flies free like a willow tree. Do we. And if you don't wanna fit down with me, you don't wanna pay for my apple tree. And if you don't wanna fit down with me, dum diddy. And if you don't wanna fit down with me, you don't wanna pay for my apple tree. And if you don't wanna fit down with me, you just don't wanna fit down. You just don't wanna be down. Oh, you just don't wanna be down. Down. You just don't wanna be down. Oh, you just don't wanna be down, 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 down,
Yeah, we've been knowing each other for a while. I'm into you. Just want to know what I gotta do, to get closer to you.
Wait a minute. Now, you know I'm in a situation. Why you even... Don't do this. Why are you tripping like that?
Well, I understand that, but your whole vibe is, I can see myself being with you forever.
That's really beautiful. I kind of dig you too. You know that. We're friends, and I'm in a situation. I'm in a relationship, and you know what that means.
Well, whatever I gotta do, I'll do for you.
Sure put me in an awkward situation.
Now what am I supposed to do when I want you in the world? How can I want you for myself when I'm already someone's girl? What am I supposed to do when I want you in the world? How can I want you for myself when I'm already someone's girl?
First time that I saw you, boy, it was a warm and sunny day. All I know is I wanted you. I really hope you look my way. Baby, you smiled at me so warm and sweet. I could not speak. You made me feel like a living girl. What do you do to me? Now what am I
Supposed to do.
want you in the world?
Oh.
How can I want you for
Come on, y'all. Tap in. Is this thing on? Is this microphone on?
next lifetime? No hard feelings. I guess I'll see you next lifetime.
I'm gonna be there. Your energy feels so damn good to me. It picks me up, don't wanna come down. You got me spinning all around. Yeah, you need to know I've got somebody, but you're beautiful. But still, it ain't that type of party now.
What am I
Supposed to do.
want you in the world?
Want you in my world.
And I want you out.
Come on, y'all. Tap in.
My feet, oh
Supposed to do.
no, I know I'm
In my
selfish, but
world.
wait a minute, maybe we'll be butter
emotions just don't lie. Well, I know I'm a little woman, but not enough to divide the pie. Ooh,
What am I supposed to do?
I want you in the world. How can I want you for myself when I'm already someone's girl? I guess I'll see you next lifetime. You know I wanna stay around. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. I'm so confused now. Now what am I supposed to do? When I want you in the world. How can I want you for myself when I'm already someone's girl? I guess I'll see you next lifetime. I'm gonna be there. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. I'm gonna look for you. Now what am I supposed to do when I got somebody in the world? How can I want you for myself when I'm already someone's girl? I guess I'll see you next lifetime. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. Look here. What am I supposed to do? You want me to do? How can I have you feel myself when I'm already someone's girl? Don't worry, big time. 'Cause what we got is so defining. Next time I'll make you mine. Ooh.
If King Dwayne knows what he goes.
What you gonna do when they come for you? Work ain't done, but it pays the bills. What we gonna do when they come for you? Gave me the life that I came to live. Yeah. Do I really want my baby? Brother, tell me what to do. I know you got to get your hustle on, so I pray. I understand the game sometimes, and I love you strong. But
What you gonna do when it come for you? Oh man, is this thing on?
work ain't honest, but it
Pay
pays
the bills. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Ah, what you gonna do when it come for you? Oh.
But I can't stand life without you.
Come on in, make yourself at home.
Now me and baby got this situation.
Oh.
See, brother got this complex occupation.
Yeah.
And it ain't that he don't have education. Cause I was
Man,
right there.
let's take this mug back. Take this mug back. I want to hear something. I want to hear something that a lot of y'all don't know about. That's that didn't you know? Yeah, we gonna get it started. Facebook trying to play with me. Let's see if it's going now. Let's see if it's working now. Let the bunch know that we live. Shout out to the bunch tonight. Shout out to the bunch. We live. We're live. We're live. Do we live in a democracy?
Ooh, hey, I'm trying to decide which way to go. Think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere.
We can ready to start the show in a minute.
Hey,
Somebody said, what is a democracy?
trying to
Look up on the screen. You might see the answer.
which way to go. Think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere.
Did you know? Did you know?
Trying to move, but I lost
Come on, Erica.
my way.
Did you know? Did you know?
It's time to watch my emotions sway.
Did you know? Did you know?
Knew the toll, but I would not pay.
Did you know? Did you know?
That you never know where the cards may lay. Time to save the world.
I hope you see what it
Now
means.
the world is
We're going to be talking about it
all
in a few minutes.
so many things I still don't know. So many times
I changed my mind.
Guess I was born to make mistakes, but I ain't scared to take the weight. So when I stumble off the path, I know my heart will guide me there.
That's what you believe in.
Ooh,
You said, what's that? That's what makes you vote, or makes you want to vote, or think you vote.
Which way to go? Think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere.
Come on in, bunch. Come on in.
Ooh, hey,
We ain't gonna fight
I'm trying
unless you bending over.
to decide.
Aha! Which way to go?
Think I made a wrong turn back there
Come on.
somewhere.
Come on, Erica.
Didn't you know? Didn't
Get
you
it, girl.
know?
Get it, girl.
Trying to run, but I lost my way. Didn't you know? Didn't you know? Time to watch my emotions sway.
Come on, girl.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What a girl. Beta girl. God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children. Beta.
Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch?
And find that way.
God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children. You married your mom. Satan is your daddy. Amazing. You married your mom. What a girl. Beta girl.
Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch?
Oh, my mind, I'm feeling high. My money's gone. I'm all alone.
Come on, y'all.
To my shoes, the world keeps turning.
Oh, what a day.
What a day, what a day.
Hey, hey,
Peace and
hey.
blessings manifest.
We get ready to start.
Every lesson learned.
We get ready to start.
If your knowledge were your wealth, then it would be well earned. We were made in His image.
Greetings. Thank you all for tuning in to the BzNz Internet Talk Radio Show. We're so excited and happy to have you here tonight to be with us in our broadcast live stream. Just a few housekeeping chores before we get started and your gracious host comes online. Tonight you are in one of the best places that you could ever be, and for that you should just go ahead and give yourself a round of applause. quick, we'd like to give you a disclaimer. The show is not responsible for anything that is said on the show. There's your disclaimer. During the show, if you are vibing with us, you feeling what we're saying, and you would love to just give us a love token, where you're going to see at the bottom of the screen is going to say Cash App Tyron Joe, $ Tyron Joe, TYRENJO. Anything that you can give would be greatly appreciated. A one, a two, or a few. We greatly appreciate it. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor of the program, please go to our Instagram page at BzNz Talk. At BzNZ Talk, our Instagram page. Also, you can go to our Facebook page at BzNZ Talk, at BzNZ Talk, and we will be glad to work with you. And also, a quick reminder throughout the show, I want to let you know that the likes are free, the dislikes are free, the love button is free, the share button is free, and the subscribe button is free. 5 things while you're viewing this broadcast. 5 things while you're learning and growing. 5 things that is for free, and we would love for you to partake in that during the program. Last but not least, once again, we want to thank you all for tuning in to our program, our broadcast, our live stream, because you are the ones that run the show. Thank you all. Peace. Be blessed.
We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn. BzNz, Internet Talk Radio. We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn.
You are now tuned into BzNz Internet Talk Radio, where the relationship talk is the conversation that never sleeps and the payoff is never cheap.
That's right. The conversation that never sleeps and the payoff is never cheap. Too much we gotta learn.
We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn. BzNz, Internet Talk Radio. We gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it, we gon' talk about it. Situationships and relations. Tyron Joe the host, start the conversation. Too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta learn, too much we gotta
Go back. We ain't done with it. Too much we gotta learn. Come on. Too much we gotta learn. 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 Hey. Too much we gotta learn. Hey. Too much we gotta learn. 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 Too much we gotta learn.
gotta learn. Come on. Let's go, let's go. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Ain't too much we gotta learn. All right. Tonight. Man, we glad everybody's here tonight before we even get started. Before we get started, I want to let you know that this podcast is brought to you by Real Men Drink Water. Because what? Our ladies need us to be King Kong in the bed. That's right. If you don't drink your water, you can't use your third leg. Truly, I am thankful and grateful to be here tonight. Man. Truly, I am thankful to be here tonight. I am indeed Tyron Joe, your gracious host, and welcome to the BzNz Internet Talk Radio Show podcast. Man, oh man, we got some announcements to make tonight. We do not plan to be before you long with the announcements, but we plan to be before you strong. That's right. Let's see what we got going on first. I'll be right back. Hold 1 second. I gotta go get this information. Hold 1 second. as you can see, we are broadcasting tonight live from the Club Robinson Podcast Studio, MGM Scoop Magazine. And if you would like to turn this down real quick, if you would like to have an ad, an article, and you are a business owner, please give this phone number a dial. Give this phone number a spin. I'm going to put it right here in the chat real quick, and then I'll read it out to you. That's your number. Dial area code 317-475-0615. Dial that number if you would like to be a part of the MGM, of the Scoop magazine. If you like to just put in an ad, let everybody here in the 317 area and beyond know that you are out here wanting and ready to service the people. Shout out to Club Robinson for allowing us to use the studio. All right, our next announcement that we are going to make, I'm gonna have to shut the music off for that one, and I'm gonna let the video play because I'm gonna let the video play. Then I come back and speak about the video. But this thing is important. This ain't no joke. This ain't no plaything. I'm serious. If you get gas by using your credit card, I mean, come on, what's there to lose? If you already get gas by using your credit card, what is there to lose? Hello. Remember, too much we got to learn. So tonight I'm here to educate. Check it out. Greetings, everybody. Tyron Joe here with the BzNz Internet Talk Radio Show. Real quick, I got to ask you a question. Are you tired of the fuel and gas prices? Okay. If the answer is oh, no. Yes, you might want to stick around and watch this video because you're not going to want to miss this. You're going to love this. As much as 25%, probably even more than that, cash back value for your fuel prices. Not only that, grocery and restaurant. Hello, all you got to do is use your credit card or debit card, and you'll be getting cash back value right away. And here's the thing: if you're using this daily, probably within a couple of weeks, you're gonna look and be like, "Oh, I've accumulated $20, $30 of cash back value." Where now you can keep your money in your pocket. Hello, you can keep your money back in your pocket and use the money that you have saved in cash back value, and everybody is winning. All you got to do is hit the description box, hit the link in the description box. Peace. Be blessed. All right, I'm back real quick just to go into the app and go over this with you so you'll know that Tyron Joe is not making anything up. This is actual cash back value that you can get from pumping gas. Hello. Look at this. Say 50 hours nearby. 25% cash back value. Holiday gas station. 11%. Holiday gas station. 25%. 25%. 25% again. 25%. No, I keep saying percent. 25 cent. 25 cent. 19 cent. 25 cent. 18 cent. This is how much money you can get back from pumping your gas. All right. Let's look at it. Food. Burger King. 21%. 7%. This is percent now. 7% cash back. All you gotta do is just go get you something. And the thing is, the reason why I'm pointing this out with the food is that with the restaurant is that hey, okay, you just went and pumped you some gas. Now you want to grab you something to eat. All you gotta do now, hey, and it's all going on the same card. So you can use the money for whatever you want. All right, here we go. Cub Foods. 11% cash back value. All of it going on the same card. So, how would you really feel that you done pumped all this gas and you ain't got nothing back from it? You done bought the food, you ain't got nothing back, but now you can have something back in return. All right, real quick before I let you go. Did you know that if you click on the link, you will get an extra 15 cent per gallon for your first time use? Come on, y'all. We winning. We winning out here. First time when you click on that link and you use this app for the first time, you'll get an extra 15 cent on the gallon. So if you got 25, if it's 25 cent already, you're gonna get away. It's gonna turn into 40 cent. We winning. Peace. Be blessed. Look, check this out. Check this out. It's even more. I got an email right now that says 10 cent. So what's that? That's 50 cent now. 50 cent a gallon. Come on, man. This for the first time users. So if you right now, if you go ahead and click on, not I keep saying click on the link. I know I kept saying it in the video. Don't click on the link. Do this. Go ahead and you have to put this in. Put Tyron 4438. You put Tyron 4438 in, and you're gonna be getting 50 cents. And that extra 10 cent that I'm talking about, they said that deal goes until September 11th when you fill up. So that means you getting back 50 cent a gallon. So if your car taking, say you put 10 gallons in your car, times that by 50 cent. That's how much cash back you get. 10, 20, however, how much you getting. Hello. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm just saying, it's something. It ain't much, but it's something to help you, to get you over the hump. It is something that will help you and get you over the hump. Let me see. We got some more announcements. Let me see here. Wait. Oh, here's an announcement. Don't forget 10 minutes for $10, 10 minutes. I ain't stopped yet. Now I will tell you, as the season, is getting ready to be September here in a couple days. So as the season is moving toward Christmas, this 10 for $10 going away. This 10 for $10 is going away. We're gonna be moving that bad boy up. Hello. So if you are a business owner and you want to promote your business live, send a brother $10, cash app a brother $10, and I'll give you 10 minutes to do your thing uninterrupted. You can speak for 10 minutes. Now, after them 10 minutes, now, if you're on there just rambling, oh yeah, we cutting you off. We're gonna cut you off and we're gonna move the show along. But for 10 minutes, hell, you look, it ain't even gotta be a business. I'm out to do this. Let me move this out of the way. Hold on 1 second. Let me move this out of the way so you can see me. If you want to ramble about some garbage for 10 minutes, I'll go ahead. Yeah, you give me that $10, I'll let you ramble for 10 minutes. Come on. You win it. That's why I said as you get closer to the holiday season, that's going away. I ain't gonna just letting people come up here and just ramble like that. But hey, if you want to ramble for 10, you ain't even gotta be a business. If you got something that you really passionate about, like let's see, my coochie, my body. What's the thing that they just passed that bill? The president went back and vetoed it, but the Supreme Court just passed abortions. They say my body, my choice, my coochie, my choice. If you want to come up here and talk about that for 10 minutes, send your brother $10. I'll let you sit and talk about it 10 minutes uninterrupted, but you best to believe When that 10 minutes is over with, boy, you about to hear some music like, hold on. You about to hear something. I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna hear. Hold on. Let's see what we want to hear. Hold on 1 second. I know. I think I know what we gonna hear. Let me see. Yeah, this is gonna be a great one. So after you get to talk about my coochie, my choice, this is what you will hear. I mean, after your 10 minutes is up, this is what you will hear.
Satan is
No, that ain't loud enough, boss. That ain't loud enough, boss. We're gonna say that one more time. After you get to talk about my coochie, my choice, and your 10 minutes is up, this is what you will hear.
Satan is your daddy.
That's it. Time's up. Time's up. Also, come on, y'all, cash your brother out. I got 2 X's, I got 3 X's, and 4 X's so far. I'm saying cash me out for a reason because we getting ready to get some new ones in, and we these old ones gotta go. Hello, these old t-shirts gotta go. Cash your brother out. Where the bunch at? Bunch, don't y'all want to sleep in one of these? I mean, if y'all don't want to wear it out in public, y'all too ashamed. Don't y'all want to cut the sleeves up or however y'all do and sleep in one? But hey, you know what? I'm gonna ask you to take a picture of it now because I want to be able to show the people how beautiful these things look, how beautiful these t-shirts look. Cash a brother out, cash me out. $20, $20 a pop. And please believe, as we get closer to the Christmas season, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. As we get close to the Christmas season, the prices will be going up. The prices will indeed be going up. Also, man, hold on 1 second. Let me do this before we're gonna take a break after this, and then we get the show started. Uh man, man, I want to say, man, hold on, let me do this real quick. Cause it's on my mind, it's on my heart to do it. So I gotta do it. On my mind, on my heart to do it. Gotta do it. I gotta say, rest in peace to Sister Ava Muhammad. Man, I just found out Sister Ava passed away, man, this weekend, and it really hurt, man. Sister Ava, she was minister in the Nation of Islam. She was Minister Louis Farrakhan's national spokesperson. And I was sick, for 7 years. For 7 years, I studied under the Nation of Islam, and I would sit and listen to her lectures, and I really enjoyed. I have to honestly say, I really enjoyed because she wasn't one that took either side. As far as we talking about gender, she take either side. Hey, she brought the heat down on man and woman, and I really enjoyed. So, man, rest in peace to Sister Ava Muhammad, as they say in the Nation of Islam. May Allah be pleased. Man, what we got up next? What do we have next? Also, this tonight's broadcast. Tonight's broadcast is dedicated to Sister Ava Muhammad. Let's see what we got up next. Let's see. Let's see. Today we're gonna have a solo. We're gonna have a song, and then we'll start the show. Man, okay, let's share this then. All right. Please, if you have not already, man, please go help a brother out. Help a brother out by subscribing to the Scrutinize This. What's this? 15. Please subscribe to the Scrutinize This 15 page. That's our buddy, our good buddy, friend, and commentator to the show, King Dwayne. Subscribe to the Scrutinize This 15 page. You don't want to miss it. Hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss when he dropping the videos. He dropping videos almost every hour on the hour. He dropping the videos. So you don't want to miss. Please subscribe to Scrutinize This 15. That's our good buddy here to the program, to the platform, King Dwayne. All right. Well, at this time, we are going to have a solo. Oh no, hold on, wait. Hold on. All right, we're gonna have a solo. Man, why do they keep going? I didn't stop you. All right, we're gonna have a solo by Erykah Badu.
Oh, my, I'm feeling high. My money's gone. I'm all alone. Too much to say. The world keeps turning. Oh, what a day. What a day, what a day. Peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. If your knowledge were your wealth, then it would be well earned. If we were made in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. Oh, no, no, no. My life it keeps moving like a rolling stone. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, right through the break. I go on and on and on and on. My life it keeps moving like a rolling stone. On and on and on and on. God damn it, I'ma sing my song. I was born underwater with $3 and 6 dimes. Yeah, you may laugh, 'cause you did not do your math. Like 1, 2, 3. Damn, y'all feel that? Like 1, 2, 3. The world keeps turning. Oh, what a day. What a day, what a day. The man that knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. Does it seem colder in your summertime and hotter in your fall? If we were made in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. Oh, no, no, no. My life keeps moving like a rolling stone. No, 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 no. Oh, right to the vulture song. I'll go, oh, no, 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 no. My life keeps moving like a rolling stone. No, 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 no. Mad props to the God job. You feel kinda hungry, 'cause my high is coming down. Don't feed me yours, 'cause your food does not endure. I think I need a cup of tea. The world keeps burning. Oh, what a day. What a day, what a day. You rush into destruction 'cause you don't have nothing left. The mothership can't save you, so your ass is gon' get left. If we were made in his image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. Oh, no, no, no. My life keeps moving like a rolling stone. No, 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 no. You can't fuck with me, so just leave it alone. Wait, no, no, no. My life keeps moving like a rolling stone. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no.
Dove Men Plus Care.
Chasing that A in one.
Say but a princess.
Shea butter, baby, bugging be your pillow. Touch me, take me, kiss me, love me.
Let them know we live.
Press me, pull up, black truck, ganja, resoul, blindly, heart so timeless, wishing you could meet me, see me, freak me. You lost in the shape of my hips. Hope that it's a move. If you're really down, we can find it. Lost in the alley, make love by your trash can.
Oh.
Hope that it's a move. And if you're really down, we can find it. Lost in the alley, make love by your trash can. Shea butter, baby, fucking up your pillow.
Girl, no, she nasty.
Shea butter, baby, fucking up your sheet.
Girl, you nasty.
You crossed my mind 1,000 times. The cost was fine. I draw the line. I'm back, relapse. I'm fainting. Yes, what's that? The fact I'm dreaming. Coconut oil, the center of your body still lingers on sheets. I got a shot at you, you wanna reach. Cock back, trigger release. Pop that top, take a sip of your holiest water. I know I'm a part of your flow now. Say me you cut it, no matter you love her, now you got part of her soul now. I ain't know them, but I know now. Apologies due, more than a few. The ones I ran through, but never loved you. I pray you found peace and you home now. I'm doing better, I got me a chocolate bar. Comment on top of the bar. Think of the shape of the lick in the places you only gonna lick when you rock with a fuck.
You lost in the shape of my hips. Hope that it's a move. Me, if you're really down, we can find it. Lost in the alley, make love by your trash can. Hope that it's a move. And if you're really down, we can find it. Lost in the alley, make love. Shea butter, baby, fucking up your pillow.
That girl knows she is nasty.
Shea butter, baby, fucking up your sheet. Shea butter, baby, fucking up your pillow.
Shea butter. She's messing up them sheets. You can't mess up the sheets. Shea butter, baby. You better not mess up my sheets. That's all I know. But that girl, I know that girl, Ari Lennox. She knows she is. Ooh. Ooh. That girl knows she nasty. She talking about she messing up the sheets. Man, shout out to my chat room. Hey, Mr. T. Shout out to the panel. Hey, what up, Natalie? Shout out to Natalie. Hey, butter. Man, some of y'all, hey, for real. I know some of y'all women, y'all going natural now. I see some of y'all going natural. I'm loving it. But just get you a dab, just a dab of shea butter. Just a little dab of shea butter gonna have you glistening. I know you like that glistening look. That girl, Ari Lennox, she knows she is nasty. I ain't gonna lie, she got that type of nastiness that kind of is interesting. Shea butter, baby. Hey, check this one out real quick. See, this is what I'm talking about. That girl knows she is nasty. Look what she be saying up in there. She want a nigga to apply some pressure. What she said? She said love up on it. She said love up on it, be up on it, nibble on it, pressure. Don't be timid when you in it. Pressure. Let me get up off this girl, man. Let me get up off this chick. Let me get up off this chick. Hey, I'm gonna get up off of. Hey, Dwayne, somebody got a question for you before we get started.
Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch?
Yep, somebody wanted me to ask you that question, Dwayne. They wanted me to ask you that question. I'll play it again if you didn't hear it.
Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch?
Well, I answered the question for me too, because they said the question went for both of us. I'm asking the question. I absolutely do. I do want to be able to communicate with mine, but at the end of the day, I'm not even gonna call her that though. You see what I'm saying? But I do want to be able to communicate with mine. Let's hear it again.
Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch?
Yes, I do. But do you want to get medicine? That's a question for you. I want to know, do you want to get medicine? It's not about therapy anymore. Okay, you have went past therapy, ma'am. Now the question is, do you want to get medicine? Okay, do you want to get medicine? All right. Anyway, let's start this show, man, because fooling around with her was she had you caught up. But on last Thursday, we spoke briefly about freedom of speech. Okay. And we had the definition up, the Google definition up of freedom of speech. And look what it said. It says the right to freedom of speech allows individuals to express themselves without government interference or regulation. Stop right there. See, the question was, do we have freedom of speech? Do we really have freedom of speech? That's the yes part. And here's the no. The Supreme Court requires the government to provide substantial justification for the interference with the right of free speech where it attempts to regulate the content of the speech. That's the no part, because at the end of the day, that right there said that the government has the power to do whatever they want. So tonight, because of some things that has occurred in government, because of things that has occurred over the past weeks, we want to ask the question, is this country really a democracy? And to really begin to even define, began to even answer that question, we have to define what is a democracy. And if you're looking at the screen right now, you're going to see what Google says a democracy is. It says it is a system of government by the whole population or the eligible members of a state, typically through elected representatives. This is where you have political pundit Mr. D come in and he'll say you have to vote if you want change. This is where you have political pundit Mr. D come in and he'll say that those that knows how voting really works really understand. But let us read it one more time to see if it'll click in. For it says a system of government by the whole population or all the eligible members of a state, typically through elected representatives. Again, the political pundit, he's going to come in and say that you must vote. The political pundit is going to come in and say that through voting is how things get changed. And I'll say some things get changed. It's not going to be all things. Some things, especially on the local level. When it comes down to the national level, you can throw that out of the window. But what I do know on the national level, if you have that money, you can get things to change. Come on. If you got that money, you can get things to change. You can say, you know what, hey, President 44, we want to be able to marry the same sex in this country. So therefore, we all gathered up $1 million. Is $1 million good for you to pass that law? If not, we get 2 million because we want to have the right to be able to marry same sex in the United States and not feel condemned about it. Again, is this country a democracy that we live in? We're not playing no games. We're not pulling no punches. Let me put the I'm gonna put the flyer back up on the screen because we want you to look at the first person that we're going to speak about, and that is Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci, ladies and gentlemen, has decided to step down. He came out with this announcement maybe a week ago. I'm not sure, but he decided to step down. And the thing is, sir, you have some unanswered questions before you step down, sir. And he said he's going to be stepping down by the end of the year. But, sir, you have some unanswered questions. Okay? You have unanswered questions. There are tons of people that has gotten the vaccine. And wait, I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna still encourage that we don't do it. I've gotten word that YouTube is allowing people now to speak about this vaccine, to speak about the virus and all of that. I've heard they say they're allowing them to do it now because all of a sudden now they said that his word come out saying that, oh, you don't have to have a mask anymore. Oh, you don't have to get the shot no more to be safe. All that because wait, a lot of the lawsuits are beginning to take place, and you have election coming up. Come on, we got too much to learn tonight. A lot of the lawsuits are out there coming out, and you have an election. You have the midterm election coming up. So therefore, Dr. Fauci, I'm just saying, allegedly, I'm not sure about it, but he's stepping down. So I'm just saying, why is he stepping down? Can't wait to have the political pundit come on because he's going to tell us why he's stepping down. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and share this. I'm going to share this. Hold on one second, because I want y'all to see this. Oh, hold on. I don't want you to start yet. I don't want you to start yet.
Everyone else is afraid to think. Who is Joe Rogan? Streaming now.
Pause day. Hold on, man. All right, let's see now.
White House correspondent Peter Ducey is at the presidential compound in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, traveling with the president tonight. Good evening, Peter.
Good evening, Brett. Dr. Anthony Fauci says he never shut anything down, and he is not apologizing for the recommendations he made that President Biden very accurately says touched all Americans' lives.
I have nothing to hide, and I can defend everything I've done and every decision I've made.
Fauci says he will testify before interested congressional committees, but there's a catch.
I believe that oversight is an important part of the government process. But some of the things that have gone on have been outright character assassination.
The American people deserve answers. They have been through hell.
Fauci dismisses any concerns
That's
about
facts.
long-term impacts of remote learning.
Hold on. We're going to slow it down right there.
Irreparably damaged anyone.
COVID isn't really part of the Biden administration's midterm pitch anymore. Student loan debt forgiveness is about to be.
Come on, man. All right. I think that was a great point. The American people deserve answers. Political pundit, where are you? The American people deserve answers. You had over 1 million people die because of that. Hello, you had over 1 million people die. And now, look what Fox said. And the thing is, I do not like watching Fox, but I'm kind of in agreement with Fox. They said, they're not even pitching that no more. They're going to pitch student loans. Come on. This is stuff to think about. I'm not no political person myself, but as a person that's living in this country, these are some things that we got to think about. We got to think about the moves and stuff that we making. Let's finish this video, and I'm gonna blame the political pundit on.
President Biden is reportedly set to forgive $10,000 in student loan debt for people making up to $125,000 a year and extend a repayment pause for everyone else. Progressives, from AOC to Chuck Schumer, have urged forgiveness of much more, up to $50,000.
I'm prepared to write off the $10,000 debt, but not 50.
The plan would cost
He almost didn't want to do that.
to $980 billion over 10 years, according to the Penn Wharton business model, which also calculates that 70% of the relief will go to the top 60% of income earners. Senator Tom Cotton tweets, Biden is telling every college in America to raise tuition by $10,000.
Wow.
You cannot add that to the debt at a time where the debt is at near record levels and inflation is a huge problem, and this will make both of those problems worse.
The administration justifies forgiving or pausing loan repayments because of the pandemic. And a departing Dr. Fauci says the pandemic isn't over.
I decided to stay a year thinking, Neil, that COVID would be done with a year from that time. And it turns out that was not the case.
So why are you
At a
leaving?
time, very few Democrats are willing to say they want Biden to run for re-election in 2024. The White House is making a calculation with this reported student loan forgiveness. Maybe voters will change their minds for $10,000. Brett?
Never know. Peter Ducey, Travis.
But why are you stepping down at the end of the year, Fauci? Since you saying that it's not over with, since you saying the virus is not over with, why are you stepping down? These are questions that, for the voters, you have to ask. You have to ask your congressmen. You have to ask them that. You gotta pressure them. You gotta put these hard questions in front of them. And if they scrambling, hey, don't vote. Like, because thing is, let's get on the president for a minute. He said during the campaign trail in May of 2020 that he was going to forgive the student loan debt then for $10,000. But during the pandemic, well, it was during the pandemic anyway. Mid swing the pandemic, he was saying no, he wasn't gonna do it. He canceled that. But a lot of hollering and fuss came about, and so he went on ahead and did it. He did it this year. But that's the problem. That's the thing, though. We gotta, I mean, for real. They say this bowl of grits. They say, yeah, vote. This is why you gotta vote, because these congressmen and congresswomen, they are here to work for you. Supposedly be here to work for you. But what happens? A lot of these people say they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. They get in office, they forget everything they told you. Come on, we're not playing here tonight. They forget everything that they told you. I'm just glad that we was able to hold this new guy that's in office to where he came back and went on ahead and gave us the 10,000. He came back, but I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna get the 10,000 because I got private loans. They not even what they say. The Pell Grant, they say they'll give you 20,000. They'll take 20,000 off on that one, and then the feds is 10. So I might get that 10. I'm not sure. So hopefully. But let's go ahead and bring them in. Let's bring the fellas in real quick before we move on. Political pundit Danger's in the building. What's going on?
I'm over here cracking my knuckles because I'm trying my best to look out for the brother man, not the other man. Okay, first of all, let's set the stage correctly. Most darker pigmented people run out for emotions. We don't have. The question was, do we have a democracy?
Right.
And the definition that you put up there, was talking about the whole population or the eligible members of a state.
Right.
And that right there,
that's some gray area.
That right there is the kicker. Or all the eligible members of a state, typically through elected representatives. Joe Biden can say all day long, I want to wipe out the student loan. He can say that all day because he's just a figurehead. If he could not, if you look at the voting record that pushed through the student loan, you'll find out that a lot of those Republicans had to vote along with it in order for it to go. See, I don't want to really let too much out right about now.
No, go ahead. This is why we here tonight.
No, we ain't here tonight for that because see, too much understanding will hurt a person if you get too much knowledge.
No.
Because see, you show me 35 darker pigmented people that understands the political process, and I will buy myself a 6-pack of Pepsi and drink it in front of you.
Okay, I mean, you're gonna do that anyway, but I mean, I understand more than what I did last year. King Dwayne, he look like he understands the political process because King Dwayne have said some things about 45 that a lot of people fail to see. But King Dwayne, he sees some things that happen with 45 that a lot of Democrats don't see. So you know, that's two of us. I think John out here tonight, I think he knows the political process. Minister Tony, he's not here tonight. I think he knows the political process. You got about 4 right now. How many you said you need?
I like to get anywhere between 25 to 35 because see, most of the people that say they know the political process expect for things to happen like snap your finger overnight. But see, what it takes is a whole lot of backdoor rambling in order to get the people on the other side of the party to come along with you so you can do what you want to do.
Wait. Let's talk about the things that do happen overnight. Let's address that. There are things that happen overnight, like last year in 21, the Asian hate bill that just came out of thin air.
No, sir. No, sir. Okay. Fact check it.
That was like the first piece of legislation that he put out.
No, sir. No, sir. I beg to differ with thee, sir.
Okay. Break it down then.
Because see, if you notice, the Asian community has been battling that for a few years. But it just so happened that when the orange man got there, a whole lot of things started taking the blanket off of each other. Like I heard it. I thought I heard it could be my ears because I used to play with a band and loud music get to me.
But you do know you just gave credit to the orange man. You know you just gave him credit.
Well, I give him credit for bringing the blanket.
The blanket came off.
Yeah, he let a whole lot of undercover white supremacy guys stick their head out and show themselves. But before he was there, a lot of them was undercover. They was working, but they wasn't working out as bold as they are right now. Because see, I hear a lot of people. I've heard some evangelicals get upset. Say, "Oh, Obama let them marry each other." Shut up and look at the voting record. It was not Obama because the statement was when he passed the bill. I mean, when he made it law, he said, "This is not my preference, but because the American people wanted this." The majority of the American people, going right back to what you just showed on the screen about a democracy. The majority of the people wanted same-sex marriages. Therefore, as a president for all ALL people, he had to sign it into law.
He said the majority of the people, or did he say they gave him $1 million to pass the bill? Come on,
Wrong again.
We got to keep it a buck. We got to keep it a buck around here.
Wrong again. $1 million would not have done anything to pass a bill. He made more money. He had more people pumping out more money than $1 million to make the LGBT alphabet folks go, get married to each other.
I mean, that was just a long shot, but whatever it is, how much money it costs, they gave him the money to say, "Hey, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna pass."
Okay, here's what I'll do. Since I'm so magnificent and perfect, and everybody understands that, what I'll do is I'll give you the point of showing me how many Republicans voted yay on that bill and how many Democrats voted yay on the same-sex marriage.
You talking about the House and Senate, right? Between the House and Senate.
I'm talking about both of them because it takes both of them. Before it goes to the president, it's got to go through the House, then to the Senate, and from the Senate to the president.
So you saying the House and the Senate was okay with that bill?
Yes, sir.
Dude, okay. I really want to know this one individual, how did they vote? And who I'm talking about is the 7th congressional person that's here in the state of we're in the city of Indianapolis. I wonder how he voted.
You talking about the young man that they made chairman over the UFO? I'm sorry, it's called unidentified flying. What they call it now? It's no longer UFO. It's got another name, and he's the chairman over that committee looking into to see if these things are real or not. He voted yes for it.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
All you got to do is look at his record.
Wow.
And see that's the thing that a lot of people don't check out and recognize. They'll beat up and slap Obama around the head and everything because he's biracial and all of that good stuff. But then again, another man that's supposed to wear the same coat will do the same thing, and he won't even get no kind of recognition because he's not the guy yet.
But okay, I'm asking this question though. I'm saying, are you telling me they want the House vote their way, the Senate vote their way, then Obama got to vote however the House and the Senate vote? Is that what you're saying?
In order for it to become law, he has to put his signature on what the House and the Senate vote. Here's
whether he
counterpoint. Take a look at
whether he wanted or not. That's what you're saying.
That's correct.
All right.
Now,
but this is democracy here, ladies and gentlemen. This is democracy. Look at this, y'all. That's democracy.
That's what Google said democracy is.
Right. That's what Google said.
But it actually that's a pigmentation of propaganda imagination. It doesn't really work like that.
Dictatorship.
More or less. But then again, you can't call it dictatorship because this is supposed to be the United States of America, which is now, if you notice, when they set up this here, what they call an experiment of democracy. See, a lot of people forget that. They forget that when the founding fathers put it together, they said this is an experiment of democracy, which means it might work and it might not work. Hypothetically speaking, it's been working for quite a while for some people. But on the other hand, it's been a shot in the head for some other people.
And let us not forget, and to the Republican for which it stands, one nation under God. If one thing I do know, I know this country is. I don't feel nothing about God in this country. Some things I'm gonna say some things I'm like, okay, I can see God in it, but there's other stuff. God ain't nowhere near it.
Well, I tell you what, go to any other country and do what you're doing here and see if there is any God or if there any democracy going on. See, a lot of people like the only reason why a lot of people kick America is because they can get away with it. In most cases, they can get away with it. But a lot of countries will not put up with this so-called stuff that a lot of people say that they're, sick of. They won't. A lot of countries will not allow you. A lot of companies will not allow you to have the freedom that you have now. You've got freedom now to roam around the city and do whatever you want to do. A lot of countries, you cannot do that.
Hold on, I gotta stop you, Mr. D. Mr. D, danger. Okay, you saying this, but let me ask you. You was a part of the USMC, right?
I chewed the dirt.
Okay. And when you was a part of the USMC, you traveled around this country.
As Lisa
You talking
Stansfield
about
would say, I've been around the world.
And are you telling me without a shadow of a doubt that there is no other country on this planet better than the one that we're in?
Well, I'll tell you like this, from my experience. Okay, I doggone it, I forgot to throw the disclaimer up. And the things that you hear said is those that are Mr. D and not necessarily of the program director or the sponsor or the producer of the show. Now, with the disclaimer out the way, I'll say it like this. Out of all the countries in this planet, on this planet, that I've had the privilege of coming in contact with, America is still by far the best. Give or take a little.
I hear, man, hold on, man. I gotta play this because I hear Cap. I hear Cap just a little bit, so I gotta play this. All right, go ahead.
Because see, listen, a lot of things we kick about, a lot of things most people in this country kick about are things that they wouldn't even attempt to think about in other countries. Example, go to China and tell China you don't like their dictator. I'll do you one better. Go to the foundation of the Temple with King James region, the Middle East, and tell King Hassad you don't like him. See, now those are the things that a lot of people, there are a lot of things that American people take for granted that the other people on the other sides of the world couldn't even begin to think about. That's why so many people come to this country, because they have the freedom to kick and grumble about what they want to grumble about. See what I'm saying, boss?
Mm-hmm.
I
get what you're saying, but in other countries, I can still do a podcast and I can talk about what's going on all day, especially where I'm at right now. I can speak about all that. I ain't gonna say all countries, because I do know some countries they will come get you. They come get you. Matter of fact, we're gonna speak about what one country did to a young lady tonight. Hold on. Let me put this back up here. I'm gonna put the flyer back up here. But you're gonna see on the bottom left, you're gonna see a young lady that we're gonna speak about tonight and what her country did to her. But the thing is about that situation is that it reinforces the Bible. Ooh.
Well,
and I totally believe in the Bible now. I totally believe in the Bible, and it reinforces the Bible. Right next to the young lady, you got a situation where a gentleman was asked a question about the young lady that's next to him, and he may have went in a different direction, but what he was saying was the actual truth. And people are crucifying this man for speaking the truth.
Well, that depends on what he considered to be the truth. Because see, most people know that in Hollywood, everything in Tinseltown ain't exactly what it seems like. All that glitter ain't gold. And some of those guys are shooting, just to stay in the public eye. See, once you become an entertainer and you reach a certain level, it becomes like a drug to you. You got to have it. You got to keep your name out there. You got to have the people barking and chewing at you. Everybody's got to know about you.
Well, it's more than that, because I'm gonna tell you something I see even right here on this platform, YouTube, and on Facebook, is the more people have followers, the more people have folks that's gonna sit and listen and look at what they're saying. The more they have an audience, they're gonna act wild. They ain't even gotta be getting no money. I know they ain't gotta get no money. They gonna act wild because they know they have an audience that's gonna sit there and watch the BS.
Well, I guess I'll have to grant you that, my son. Because you can look at a lot of things on social media, as King Wayne says. social media is nothing but the serpent. You got people doing things on this platform, that platform, another this, another that, and all they doing is just out there trying to see what can I do.
Your daddy.
What can I do to get more people to tune into me so that I can get a slice of the pie?
Yep. And let us not forget this. Let us not forget this too, Mr. D. They are urging teachers to listen for manosphere talk in school corridors amid misogynistic social media trends. They doing that here in this country. They're not doing it in the country where they put that young lady in jail. They're not doing it in that country, but they're doing it in this country. And why are they?
Well, I would have to check out the young lady's situation before I could really speak on that. But I do know that in the Republican controlled Senate in this city, as well as some of the others, because
all right there, Republican controlled Senate, but this is supposed to be a democracy. Keep going.
Well, there you go. Republican controlled Senate, go back to your definition, the majority of the elected representatives. See what I'm saying? Because see, a lot of things when Mitch McConnell did his thing, there was over 400 to 500 bills that was on his desk that he would not even let his colleagues even put up for a vote, which means that a lot of things that Obama wanted to get done, he could not get it done because it was a Republican-controlled Senate. Now, I'll tell you like this. The House of Representatives can do what they want to do, but they still ain't got no win. The Senate, which is next to the president, if something should happen to the president, has more win than the House of Representatives. That's why when Uncle Donald got impeached twice and they threw it to the Senate so the Senate could impeach him, they said, oh, no, we ain't gonna let that dude go nowhere. No. Matter of fact, they had a couple of senators said, and I quote them, Donald Trump is the second coming of Christ. That's what they said. They say he's the second coming. And you know, I'm up here scratching my bald head. I'm like, dang, he the second coming of Christ?
Wow.
And as you can see,
I wouldn't say that.
And as you can see, as a matter of fact, I think it was Senator Kennedy. I think it was Senator Kennedy, not the good Kennedy, but Senator Kennedy from the southern half of the United States. And when they said that, you know, I'm like, wait a minute, this cat is the second coming of Christ? And now, as you can see, Donald has kept his word. He said, I am the smartest man in the world. That man, out of all the lies and cheating and everything he's done, they're still saying he's our guy. He's not going to go anywhere. He's not going to do anything. He even had
Republicans love him. They're not about to let him go. Republicans love him.
They even had the senator from South Carolina stand up and say, if he gets indicted for the stuff he done, he said there are going to be riots in the street.
Well, it already been riots, but we're gonna let King Dwayne come on in, and got a question for you, King Dwayne.
Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch?
What's the answer?
Man, I'm tired of you, man. Man, we don't deal with none of them over here, brother. Hey, Mr. D, tell him we don't deal with none of them over here, man.
I'm just saying, she had a question for you. She said, no, don't you want to be able to communicate with her?
Ain't no question like that from her. Nobody.
Now, wait a minute. Now, King, you can't be coming on the show with all them waves like that. Got all them waves in his head like that. Make me feel bad for having a bald head now.
Hey, I'm gonna hold on to it as long as I can. Yeah, man, y'all. Man, listen, man. Y'all talking some good talk, man. Good talk, man. Mr. D had me cracking up though. He was talking about America Incorporated, talking about they the best corporation ever out of everybody else. I like to look at it like if you're in a Fortune 500 company and top floor bragging to bottom floor, we the best department. They all working together, so it don't matter.
That's what I'm saying. They all
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute, King. Now, wait a minute. See, now you done messed around and messed up plan B, because see, T wasn't supposed to catch that.
Hey, you got everybody. Hey, you got all these countries. Oh, Japanese, we the best. Ukraine, we the best, man. Look, we all in the same departments. We all work in the same. Man, it's all together. Different departments, same company. so like that, man. We just, it's I'm still figuring this thing out, man. I try to sit back and listen to Mr. D and other individuals that I know that get into the politics and stuff like that. And every once in a while pick the brain. It's a lot going on. But what we must understand is that the reason why I always say America Inc. is because I only know of hold on one second.
But I'm gonna say this though till he come back, is that I already know that we all in the same pot. But I mean, the thing is, what pot you want to be in? There's some stuff that's coming out now in these different countries, man. That just might be a nice little place for us to be.
That's a big question too. That's a big question too, man. That's a deep question because, like I was saying, me from personal experience, only places that I know presidents operate is in corporations. Somebody sitting on the president's seat for this company, Amazon, wherever. So this is why I always say America Inc. because we don't have no kings. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the closest thing to a king is the Pope, if you really want to be real. So, you got to think about the places where things run, you know what I'm saying? And I need to get in my notes because, at the end of the day, man, that's why those seats change periodically like they do because, and Mr. D, a lot of the things that he was saying about how things are passed and the time that they take to pass, some of the things that I'm still, learning, that's because the president is just sitting on the seat. That seat changes. So now they're trying to figure out what we coming up on that election time again, because it just may be somebody else that sit on that seat and be the face of this corporation. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things that I've come to the understanding is that, obviously, New York City, cultural capital of the world, Washington, D.C., military capital of the world, inner London, financial capital of the world, Vatican City, or, what he got on? He put a mask on. He done turned it to Vader over there. He done turned it to Vader.
Oh, savage.
But, and then the last one is Vatican City, which is the spiritual capital of the world. That's why I say the closest thing that we have left to a king is the Pope. Everything else runs the way you see it running in America and some of these other places. Like you got people presiding on the seat, and that's really what the breakdown of president is. He somebody that's sitting in a seat supervising for a time, and it changes. So the thing is, I'm with you, Ty, when it comes down to making a choice of what's the best situation. And so you sit back, you watch, you pay attention. Some of the things that pop out to me is when they're saying that the pandemic's not over and Fauci gonna sit for this period of time, then you up out of here. Those type of things are red flags to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe a lot of the stuff is organized, and that's the reason why they call it, quote unquote, the plandemic, because a lot of this stuff be, allegedly, I gotta throw that in there. A lot of this stuff be foolishness. It be shenanigans. So we got to sit back, and us that are spiritual, we got to try to correlate the spiritual what's going on right now. So that's one of the top things that I try to do, because I want to be able to make moves that, you know what I'm saying, are dictated by what God, you know what I'm saying, will want me to do first. And that itself is a learning process too. So the more humble you get, the more you work on the smaller things about you. Give God your ear more and more. He can show you what direction to go based off what's going on around.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's move on real quick. We're gonna go to our next one. We have let me see what we had up on the board. 2035. I bet y'all probably wonder what that is. 2035. Let's see what 2035 is.
I thought that was the number of women I had knocked down.
It could be, especially,
Hey, Mr. D is a Highlander, huh?
It just might be. That just might be. But let's see what the Los Angeles Times is talking about tonight. Let's see what the Los Angeles. I gotta move this out of the way. All right, there we go. Look what the Los Angeles Times talking about, y'all. It says that California bans sales of new gas-powered cars by 2035. Now the real work begins. That's Los Angeles Times. Okay, what they talking about? They said buy a car in 2035 and you won't have to decide between gasoline, diesel, or electric. You won't have a choice. Citing an urgent need to address climate change while cutting back on air population, the California Air Resources Board voted Thursday to require all new cars and light trucks sold by 2035 to be what it calls zero emission vehicles. Lawrence Sanchez, Governor Gavin Newsom's climate advisor, called it a huge day, not only for California, but the entire world. Stop right there. Yeah, because y'all know how it go. Whatever California do, all the other states in the country follow suit. And it's word out. They saying Virginia is thinking about doing what California is doing. It's saying Nevada is thinking about doing what California is doing. So before you know it, Indiana is going to do what California is doing. Now, I'm not ignorant to Satan's devices. I know what's going on. What they're doing is they're since this war and everything has started over there in Ukraine or in Russia, this whole oil thing, they taking away. I mean, I get it. They're taking away, hey, you know what? We don't need your oil. I get it. I get it. But then on the other hand, what does that say about Americans? They say now it's saying now that we're gonna have to at some point get rid of our gas cars and switch on over to their regime again, like a dictatorship. We got to switch over now and start driving electric cars. So for all the people that love their gas cars, love them diesel engines, we have to let it go because of the war. Let's keep reading. The mission, she said, move the state away from oil. There it is. Move the state away from oil. There it is. The move marks a historic turn in the decades-long battle. Decades-long battle to curb motor vehicle pollution, a momentous shift for consumers, industry, the economy, and the environment. See, this is how they get you, though. This is how they get you. And I can't wait to hear from the political pundit when he comes on. But they will put a put a policy or build out that they know the American people is not going to like or whatever, but they try to put something moral in its place to make like a moral sad story in its place to make you want to feel bad for being against it. Look at what it said. It said the move marks a historic turn in the decades-long battle to curb motor vehicle pollution. Stop right there. Well, you don't want to pollute the climate, do you? You don't want to, you don't want to, the pollution in the climate can make people sick and people can die. You don't want to do that. That's how Satan, that's how that serpent to come to you. You know what I'm saying? That's how that serpent came to Eve. It's a momentous shift for customers, industry, the economy, and the environment. Let's read some more. It say California has led the nation in auto emissions regulations since the Air Resources Board was created in 1967 to combat the toxic yellow-brown smog that hung over Los Angeles. The state's large pollution meant automakers could not ignore California's mandates. Congress gave California permission to set its own rules decades ago, and California emissions and fuel efficiency rules have been adopted by more than a dozen other states. See? More than a dozen other states. And again, why did Congress, they said Congress gave California permission to set its own rules decades ago. Why did Congress do that? Ooh, it might be something to dig into. Why did Congress give California their own little whole little thing? Yeah, because there's a lot going on in that state. Let's put this back up again. Let's see what else going on in this state. I'm about to put it right back up. Yeah, that right there. That state is where you can, yeah, that state is where they're going to be teaching your children about, it's okay to be gay, it's okay to switch your gender. Oh yeah, it's coming down the pipeline. Don't worry. I mean, it's coming down the pipeline in other states because it's already there in California. Yeah, in that state of California, they're letting it be made known that if a child at a certain age, we could take this up, off the screen. But if a child after a certain age wants to decide that their gender was not the gender they want to have, okay, so I guess if you are a man or a boy that really want to have sex with other boys, then you'll just go ahead and switch your gender to a girl, so it won't be like you're gay. It'll be like, hey, I'm not a boy, I'm a girl. So I can be able to go ahead and have sex with men now because I'm a girl. They're saying that after a certain age, your child will be able to go and make that decision on their own. Notice I'm saying child. They'll be able to go and make the decision on their own, and ain't nothing the parents could do about it, because if the parents try to do anything about it, then guess what happens? They said that is discrimination. And then you're gonna have CPS knocking at your door, want to know why you discriminate against that child, and then they could possibly take the child away from you, and now you'll be without a kid. And your kid will be a whole nother individual when you see them next. That's happening in the state of California. Come on. This next young lady that we talking about in Rwanda, most of their elected officials are women. So that kind of debunks the whole fact anyway. The young lady getting put in jail. People talking about, oh, it's men. Men probably made that law. Men probably enforcing it. No, it's women in the country of Rwanda. It is women there. Most of their elected officials are women. They are the ones that's against that young 24-year-old girl coming out dressing all scantily. But a couple months ago, you had the Supreme Court justice. They overruled. Man, what's the case? They overruled it about the abortion. My coochie, my choice. I can't think of the man. What's the case? Oh my God, I was about to say Plessy versus Ferguson, but that's education. But it's the case about a woman's coochie, woman's vagina. Okay, the abortion. That one, they overruled it. And you know what? A lot of people say, well, the Supreme Court justice consists of a whole bunch of men. Well, you have a different situation now in Rwanda. Hello, let's go and put the young lady up there. We're gonna do two birds with one stone. Let's put the young lady up there. Hold on, where I know I got that article. Cause we want y'all to really see, is this country a democracy that it claims to be? right, here we go. Yep, here we go. Let's read it. All right. Rwandan woman faces 2 years in jail for indecent dressing. People may say, oh my God, how could a country be so petty? How could they do that to that young lady? Well, let's read. Rwandan authorities have arrested and taken to court a young woman over indecent dressings after a photo of her in a fishnet attire at a music concert appeared on social media. If convicted, it says the 24-year-old faces 6 months to 2 years in prison. On Thursday, a judge, okay, I'm trying to get you to go down. All right, there we go. It said on Thursday, a judge at Kigali base, can't pronounce that word, primary court declined to grant her bail, with the prosecution requesting that she be detained for 30 days as the investigation continues. The case was held in camera. The law determining offenses and penalties in Rwanda, Article 143, stipulates that any person who performs an indecent act in public commits an offense. Upon conviction, he/she is liable to imprisonment for a term of not less than 6 months and not more than 2 years. It said he and she. Hello, what does that mean? He and she, meaning that men too are subject to this. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. This is amazing right there. The case has caused public outrage on social media, with many condemning the government for violating women's rights, while others argue for more decent dress in the public. Thing is, how are women's rights being violated when it's said already upon conviction, he/she is liable to imprisonment for a term of not less than 6 months and not more than 2 years? She risked 6 months, 2 years for expressing herself with her choice of clothing. If you don't make a stand right now and fight for her, this will be the norm going forward. Fighting for her is fighting for yourself. Who is that? So Jesse Maguchi tweeted, yeah, get out of here. This is an attempt to kill a big part. See, this is what all the people are tweeting. But look what it says at the bottom. It says, the court case comes a few days after the Rwanda National Police spokesperson stated on national TV that it is committed to taming such indecent behaviors. The police have since denying some women entry into public places and concerts in Kigali due to their inappropriate dressing. In 2023, women were paraded in front of the media by Rwanda Investigation Bureau after posting videos on Instagram naked. They were charged with publishing scandalous videos about sex and drug use and sentenced to 36 months in prison. See, the political pundit, Mr. D, he said that in other countries, I wouldn't be able to speak out against the government like I am now. But here's the thing. I probably would not want to speak out against the government if they're doing things like this, and I'm a close going to be a middle-aged man. I'll be 40 next year. This is amazing. This is really amazing. If I'm living under a government, whereas you can't do whatever you want to do. As far as your clothing, you can't go out here and dress half naked. If I'm living under a government that enforces that, and it says that for men and women, I love it. Why? Because scripture talks about yield not to temptation. Well, how can you really not yield when temptation is sitting right at your door? Well, you got women wanting to dress like this, and women every 5 seconds on Instagram posting these naked pictures. Every 5 seconds on Facebook posting these naked pictures. It's warm now here in the country of America, and you step out, you got women wearing all this. How can you not be tempted? Come on. We're going to talk about this tonight. We all love God. We all believe in God. We all seek God. We all talk to God. But if you're really talking to God, you need to talk to him. Say, God, how is it that I cannot be? How is it, God? You said, yield not to temptation, but every time I go out my door, it is right there. Every time I pick up my phone, it's right there. God, how can we take this temptation away? Come on. As a man, as a single man, I shouldn't be able to see, especially a married woman, I shouldn't be able to see her in her thighs, her legs. I shouldn't be able to see her stomach. I shouldn't be able to see what all that look like. But we live in a world that says that's okay. Women have the right to show you. Not only that, there's been cases where women have sued men and stuff, took men on dates and stuff like that, and got naked in front of the man and say, "You can't have this." Why would you get naked in front of a man and then tell him that he can't have it? This is really a jacked up. This is really a jacked up country. Not only that, there have been husbands that has went to court because their wives have said that they raped them. Come on. There has been husbands that has went to court because their wives have said they raped them. What are you talking about, Lord Tyron Joe? What are you talking about? I'm talking about the fact that men has been inside of the cooch. They have been inside of the cooch. And the minute they wives say, you can't get in there no more. No means no. Now they raped them. They didn't go to jail because of the actually continue to have sex, but maybe there could have been like some scratching or pushing. And if the cops came and they seen that, they seen some bruise marks. Now, okay, we gotta take you to jail for that. This world is jacked, man. This world is jacked. Yes, in my 20s, early 30s, all that. Yes, I love seeing naked women. To this day, I like to see naked women. But at the end of the day, as I'm getting older, I'm understanding that that's all just a scheme of the devil. That's all a tactic of Satan. Pretty women, sexy women, all that. That's just as, come on. I mean, for real, because at the end of the day, after seeing it so many times, I'm gonna want it. So now what? I'm gonna want it, but I can't have it. That's all a trick of the enemy. All right, man. I don't want to keep going. Let me let him come on in, let him speak, because we want to get to the last topic. Go ahead, guys.
Oh, danger gone. Yeah, you had a lot of good things talking about right there, man. And when it comes down to it, man, um, going back to what you was talking about with the school thing with the children. Um, I've said it before, and I think I said it last week when you brought up that article. Um, Imagine, and I've heard Mr. D bring up some stuff before too. So I'm gonna go here for those who have had to be separated from their children, and you go from maybe living up under the same roof to all of a sudden becoming uh, this dynamic where they call co-parenting, which ain't nothing but the devil. It's straight antichrist. So now you start talking all this court talk because intrinsically what happened is the mother chose her master. She chose her master because one gonna be real marriage, which is gonna have a, like, I love how you pointed out, everybody believe in God, but a lot of people believe in the ego. That's what they believe in. They believe in that God, that narcissistic thing in their head that convinces them that, you know what, if I want out, you know what I'm saying? God cool with this. If I want to run, if I want to throw in the towel, God cool with this. And the government or that banker that they call a judge who is making out those transactions in that family court, there's a lot of documentation that make it all right for them to not only butt their nose in a relationship that is not theirs, but also take government over and control over the assets or the fruits of your marriage. So here it is, this man has sown seed and impregnated this woman, say in the confines of marriage. but his name is on documentation that is a marriage license. His name is on documentation that is the birth certificates of his children. All these stocks and bonds and different things that have been signed, it sealed his fate, so to speak. And now when you speed it up to what you were talking about, Lord Tyron Joe, there is no man in the house. All that's broken apart. He's on some schedule. He cannot completely have the pure protection over his children like he would have if he was married and living in that same home. So there are been pieces and dynamics of stripping his masculinity away. And now the big kicker is, because I'm not there in the home covering the entire family, now the war opens up the door for the spoils of war. And we know that women and children have always historically been the spoils. They've been the spoils. And that's how I know this is a rulership and not a supremacy. See, everybody always want to talk about white people and white primacy and all that crap. Allegedly. The issue is it's not supremacy, it's rulership. And when it comes down to taking over another rule, there are spoils. And so we've designated why you give so much authority and power and control, because it's all about control. Why do you give so much control to these women? Well, because she is a pawn that for the most part will do everything that masters say, because she is convinced that she's got a severance package until something like what you brought up. Get that call one day, that knock at the door one day, Mr. D, talking about, you know what, Johnny said he want to be a ballerina. Now he want to be a pony. And now it's a wrap. Because Johnny said that you said you don't support what he feels. Oh, we can't have that. So now they impose and make you understand that I own you, woman, and I own those children. And you ain't going to just strip them out of schools. And you ain't going to just tell them this, that, and the other after we teach it, indoctrinating them with all this other stuff. We're going to impose our dominance. And this is how that slap comes back in the face. And you're seeing a pure example of wiping away masculinity and leaving the fort wide open for attack. And so I'm gonna let Mr. D come in from there.
Well, I don't want to have to be the bearer of real good news since I'm 300 years old. But I'm gonna tell you like this, man.
You like good news around here.
Well, no, I'm bringing bad news. Hey, but here's the setup. If a woman, I kind of stand behind those women in Rwanda, because I'm telling you, man, for a 300-year-old man, I am absolutely getting sick and tired of seeing all these booties with a paper towel on them. I mean, now here's what I mean. You got I saw a slogan on the Indigo bus the other day, says, "She looks like she's 18, but she's really only 12." And it had this beautiful looking lady. I thought it was a grown woman till I read the slogan. And the slogan is talking about a young girl that's dressed to look like an older woman. Now, I know when you go to nightclubs and girls' night out and all of that, a whole bunch of young women dressed the part of an older woman so they can get in and bet their eyeballs at the bouncer, and he let them get in without paying and all that old stuff. So, women cannot have it both ways. Don't throw it out there that it's in the Bible that a man be a man when you don't even want to be a biblical woman. First of all, these women, forgive me for absolutely telling the truth. These devils that consider themselves women, that are in churches, that marry a man and then run down to the judge just to make his life hellacious, because she done got so burnt out because she done had like 300,000 miles on her train before she even got to this man.
Come on.
And then, she get to hollering and whining and talking about, well, you don't move me no more. Well, wait a minute. You said you wanted to marry me. Move you or not, you're supposed to be with me. I'm going to praise the Lord on Sunday morning. And then Monday morning, they run to the courthouse. forget all about the scripture that says that God said from the beginning it ain't supposed to be no divorce, but for the hardening of your heart. In other words, God saying, okay, since you want to be a sinner anyway, we're gonna have Moses give you a bill of divorce, but it ain't so in the beginning. And then you got the Apostle Paul, the father of all Gentiles, says in the tampered with King James Version, he said, know ye not that the just go before the unjust? Now, how do you know this judge, you taking this man before, to get a divorce? How do you know that man is even saved? How do you know that man is even a man? He might have had one of them operations that Mr. T talking about. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Right here in the state of Indiana, I said it a few years ago, but right here in the state of Indiana, I read the headline where it says, husband arrested for raping his wife on wedding night. That messed me up, man. You raped your wife
How's that even possible?
On the wedding night?
Yeah, you raped your wife on a wedding night. And she should have known when she got married. We got to consummate this agreement we got. So, I mean, baby, if you ain't gonna put it out, let me know before the wedding day so I can go ahead and get somebody that will put it out.
Yeah.
Because you know the saying, what one won't do, somebody else will.
Yeah, that sounded like a trick to begin with.
Yeah, but see, there's so many women, and you guys are too young to understand and know this, but years ago down south of the Ohio River, if you had a nice car and your family looked like they was well-to-do, some of the people that wasn't up to your standard would actually push their daughters onto you.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So that you could marry them, so that they could look like they too have what you got. So it's just crazy, man. But I'll say it now, and I'll say it till I fall out. Young girls should not run around here half naked and not expect a guy to look at them. I was checking out a girl the other day as I was rolling down the street. She got a what do you young folks call it? Booty cheeks hanging out. Got booty.
Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was, because she had these short pants on, and nice light-skinned girl, looked like everything was in the right places. And she got this little jingling out the back of her pants there, little booty cheeks. And this guy in the car hollered at her, hey lady, where you going? She like the guy whiplash, turning her head the other way and throwing her face up in the air, like he talking to me. And I'm like, you had to know somebody was gonna say something. You come out of the house like that. You done put on your makeup. You got your hair fixed. You had to know somebody was gonna look at you with your cheeks hanging out.
Right.
But men are dogs for looking at that. Men are dogs. But on the other hand, women are okay.
Sexual harassment.
Let me go to this real quick, because that brings up a point. The one guy, the football player, he asked the chick that was braiding his hair, can you wear jeans? And she flipped the whole script and told him that all your appointment is canceled and all this mess. I don't know what a football player is, but I remember we talked about that story here a couple months ago. That's what I'm saying.
It's Murray from Cardinals, the Cardinals.
Okay.
The Arizona Cardinals.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. This chick, she up here, she talking about if your wife is this, she insecure and you insecure and all this mess. No, you decent and in order. I ain't trying to be tempted, and you gonna help me not be tempted by wearing pants. That's the end of it. Point blank. Period. I don't want to be tempted, and you gonna help me not to be tempted because you gonna wear pants. And everybody's safe on them ends.
Yeah, and that's a ruling class mentality. That's how you set structure.
And that could be one reason why. What's a young man named young NFL player got like 10,000 lawsuits coming at him from these masseuses and stuff.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. Now listen. These guys out there playing ball. They're young men. Their hormones are all over the place. and you're gonna come in there bucket naked, rubbing all on him this way and that way, and expect he ain't gonna get a tad bit excited. And the first time he said, "Hey, well, you want to make an extra $10,000? Go with me to la la la." Oh, he harassing me. Lawyer, where the nearest lawyer at? Let me call somebody. I'm gonna get him. And then what happens? You destroy this man's career, all because you want to come out there bucket naked, waving, and I say this all the time, waving baloney in front of a pit bull and expect him not to eat. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, speak on the emissions situation with California 2035. You ain't gonna be able to buy no gas car no more.
It'll never go through.
They said it already been passed.
Wait till wait till the next political guy get in that seat. It's never going to work. And the reason why it's never going to work is because you got too many people that are loving their gas powered cars to just kick them to the curb like that. Because I think one guy said that the batteries are costing somewhere like $4,500 for these batteries, and they don't even last that long. Yeah. So you got people.
This a whole money train right there. This is a money train. If they switch this country over to all electric cars, you're gonna be out of more bread than what you was when you was driving a gas car.
I guess you're right, because I will be paying a whole lot of tickets and fines because I'm keeping my gas car.
Get that little blue book out. Get that little blue book.
Yeah, they don't be right now, but that's why I threw this up. They're like, what that boy? No, that boy, yeah. Like he in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, I mean, serious. That's why I brought it up, because I'm like, man, they not slick, man. They gonna just dictate to us because they said 2035, and then they put in there, oh well, we're not saying that you won't be able to drive your gas car. If you got one, you can drive it. We just said there won't be any more sales for gas cars. Come on, man.
Now, do you honestly think these big money collectors with all of these Lambos that's running by gas and all of these Mercedes running by gas, you think all of that money is gonna just set up there and go to Whoppy Bop? No, it ain't gonna happen, boss.
You said they gonna
I don't believe it's gonna happen, because when I was a young guy, they said in the year 2000 we'd be flying around in spaceships with space shoes and stuff in the year 2000. Right. And as you can see, we still walking around with our Brogan tennis shoes on. We ain't in no spaceships.
Right. They say we was gonna be back to the future on them in this month.
Yeah. So it ain't gonna work. They'll come up with some kind of bill or some kind of law to say, okay, the new governor then overturned that, so it's not going to work. Going back to Mr. T's democracy, they'll say the majority of people say we can't get battery powered cars. We're gonna have to stay with gas because the petroleum companies making too much money on these gasoline powered cars, and they can't make that money on the batteries.
It ain't my democracy. I'm just saying, this is what this country has told people that's coming from other countries over here, that it's a democracy and we the people. Come on now, we the people hold true. All this ain't that what it say? But then when you get ready to put it into practice, no, that ain't what it mean. That ain't what it mean. Let's take case in point. The right to bear arms. Number 2, the right to bear arms. Well, yeah, if you white, you really got that right to bear arms. But if you black, you might have a little problem with bearing your arms.
Thanks.
Oh man.
Well, see, here's where that Second Amendment come in at. When they said the right to bear arms, see, people got it wrong. They thought they were talking about get your guns and stuff. But when they said the right to bear arms, they wanted you to go out, hunt you down a bear, cut his arms off, and take his arms home. Then you got bare arms to go home with.
I'm weak.
Yes.
He said that with the straightest face too.
The right to bear arms, the right to lay hands. That's right. I guess the right to lay hands for pastors and preachers to get that anointing oil. They want to talk about land these boys. They say get that oil on them, throw that oil on.
That's absolutely. But man,
we got last one.
Hey, Ty.
Go ahead.
You think this for Mr. D too, man? You think because I hear a lot about other countries where it's like they whole thing set up where it's like the government is fearful of the people, and they do what the people want. But over here, it's like we intimidated of the government. We ain't really.
That's what it is.
We ain't really got them moving for us like it's really supposed to move for us, but it don't.
Because here was something that Mr. D failed to point out when he was talking. He kept talking about how the president is on a puppet string, which is facts, and he's ran by the House and the Senate. But really, to take it up a step further, the president not even ran by the House and Senate. The president is ran by the richest, wealthiest men of this country.
Facts.
I done seen too many videos where I seen a video of Ronald Reagan where he was talking and there was a guy standing next to him, and he told him, "All right, speed it up." And that guy that's standing next to him, he wasn't in no politics. He just a wealthy man with a lot of money. He told the president to speed it up, and you know what? Ronald Reagan said, "Oh, okay," and he got to saying this and that, and he was out of there.
Well, you see, it's that situation is just like King says. It's a corporation. You got a CEO running a company, but you got a board of directors telling that CEO what to do. And they will fire that CEO in a heartbeat. The Senate will fire the president in a heartbeat. Regardless to what the House of Representatives say, the senators can go in there and say, "Hey, we just tired of Sleepy Joe. Send him home to go to sleep." What happened? The very next day, he's out of there. Newsflash: Sleepy Joe has been impeached. Why was he impeached? He accidentally blowed his nose on the microphone, so he's out of there. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because the rich, wealthy men of this country, they can snap their fingers in Thanos.
Well, that's why when the election times roll around, a whole lot of Republicans as well as Democrats, they keep their eye on the millionaires that live in Indiana. The Koch brothers. Oh, yeah. They keep their eyes on them because them guys are well in big money. Who they gonna throw their money behind? Last election, they didn't throw it behind Uncle Donald. They threw it behind Joe. And so when this next midterm come up, who the Koch brothers gonna throw their money behind? Besides me.
They put it all over here.
Yeah, whoever their candidate is. But let's get to the chat room, man. Shout out to Natalie. She said, what she say? You can put a bill through, but Mitch McConnell won't let that bill pass. There's the difference, right? He the majority leader. Yeah. The women is on being their Satan, their daddy Satan. Absolutely. Absolutely. I had a pic of a young lady. She was with her daddy. I had a pic of a young lady with her daddy. We're gonna keep up there.
You sure? That's Breon, right?
Women should be going outside dressing skimpy. No way. Facts. They should not. When a woman wants to dress like that, it should be in between her and her husband for the bedroom. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. I wouldn't mind being up under a government like that because that lets me know that government is operating under God. And that government is not letting people do as they damn well please. And that's what I'm talking about. You got podcasters out here that's preaching and teaching, talking about their first ministry was the woman at the well, but they endorse scallywag behavior.
I'm weak. This nigga here.
Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch?
I do. I really do. But the problem is that you cannot go out here and act scallywag. I will communicate with you, but you cannot be scallywag. And that's what I'm saying.
I can't go with that.
You can't endorse. You can't go with what?
I can't go with that statement. Don't you want to tell your be this and that? I want to communicate with my lady, but if she's a B, she ain't gonna be with me no way.
Facts.
I mean, you know.
Facts. Facts. Hey, y'all, before I forget, since you got people that want to claim that it's rape that happens in marriage all the time. What do y'all consider it when you wake up and you and somebody's sitting on top of you and they done got pregnant from it?
I mean,
I'm
I
glad.
had them sitting on top of me many times. They ain't got pregnant. Praise
Boy,
God.
I'm glad you said that.
Mr. D. I'm talking about waking up like this. What's happening to me? And she
I'm
already
glad you
with
said
child.
that. I'm glad you said that because that reminded me of an article I saw a few years ago where the Ohio State Police did not want to persecute these two girls because the man had took them to the hotel and he had gotten drunk. And when he woke up, those girls was riding him like the Lone Ranger. And he wanted to press rape charges on them girls, but the Ohio State Police did not want to press charges on them girls because they said a woman cannot rape a man.
Wow.
See, ain't that the devil? That's the devil right there. They believe that a
dude,
woman can't rape a man.
Yeah, because see, the dude said, the guy said in the news article, the guy said that he had gotten drunk. He met these girls at the bus station or somewhere, and they got to talking. They hit it off, and they didn't have nowhere to go. So he went ahead and rented a hotel room so that they could, spend the night out of the cold. And when he woke up the next morning, one of the girls was just giving him the business. She was riding him like a horse. And he wanted to persecute her. He wanted to file rape charges. And Ohio State Police said, no, a woman can't rape a man.
Wow. And that man to be on that child support book like a mug for something like that.
And the bad thing about it was the detective that was looking at the case asked the guy, did he enjoy it? Now what kind of question is that?
Wow.
If you enjoy it, it's not rape. Whether you tell her you don't want to or not, it's not rape if you enjoy it. But in the state of Indiana, you can enjoy it, but if she said pull out and you don't, you gonna get you 2 to 25.
Facts.
You'd have caught you a rape case. It's just that simple.
like you had like you had one scallywag broad by the name of Amanda Seals who say, I don't care if you 2 pumps and a half in. Get out when I say get out.
See, the thing is, though, they don't understand that because the country we live in.
She literally showed it. She said, I don't care if you 1, boom, 2, oh, get out.
That Amanda, boy.
She a man. Boy, she need to be with that snake.
That's all I'm gonna be looking for too. This needs to be Amanda right there. But
that's Breon though. I'll check her off. Check him out.
He said Breon. Hey, the thing is though,
allegedly
that goes back to the movie that J-Lo did called Hustlers, where they was out there drugging men, raping men and getting them for their money. Then some of the men they was kind of like, hey man, those cards that you got, man, that's how I pay my bills. Those was my business credit cards, man, for the business, the company I work for. Those company cards. Can you please give them back? They wouldn't give it back. Nothing. They went to the police to file charges. What did the police do, Dwayne? They laughed at them. Oh, they were just laughing. And after a while, somebody took them serious and started the investigation. But before those cops laughed because of what? The country that we lived in. Let that have been Rwanda. Rwanda ain't going for it.
Thanks.
Hello. So that's what I'm saying. It's some countries that may be better than the one that we live in.
Yeah. Cause you look at over here, Mr. D, how many times have you mentioned about the Maury and all that? You got some repeat offenders on Maury who done slept with everybody in their family, and they ain't going to jail. They ain't going to jail for nothing. But Tommy just slept with his mother-in-law and stuff. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, man. I've been watching Maury back in the day, man, and I'm telling you, man, it's ridiculous. Women coming on there got 17 tests, then tested 17 guys, and ain't neither one of them the baby daddy. one girl, I think she had like 26 dudes in the project, and what none of them kids, that baby daddy.
Man,
Finds out the baby daddy was dead. He had got killed in a drug deal or something, but he was dead. And you know that's what we used to call back in the day. I ain't gonna repeat it, but we used to call them let's see, a cleaned up word is a community girl.
Ooh, I see Breon.
Yeah, they be giving out that community puss. That's what they be doing.
Hey, look like Brianna got her titty sticking out her back, man. What's up with that?
I told, that's Breon.
Oh man.
Allegedly, I gotta say allegedly.
Yeah, you gotta say allegedly these days. All right, let's move to the next one, y'all. This is the last one for the night. Oh man, let's get it. Aries Spears, he's in the news because, well, I don't know what show this is, but I'm about to pull it up. They asked him about her music, and I guess the thing, he couldn't get past the music. He had to, you know what I'm saying? Some people, I got noticed when you look at a person, you might be listening to him or whatever, but when you look at him, you like, man, I can't get past this defect that's on this person's body to even enjoy whatever it is that they offer. So let's play the clip. Fair use.
Yo, you know somebody that actually make good music, man? Lizzo.
Lizzo?
Yeah, bro. How you heard her shit, yo? Like, as a songwriter, yo.
I can't get past the fact that she looks like the shit emoji.
See? Stop right there.
No.
Stop right there. You know what I'm saying? He being real. He said, I can't even get past that to even be able to listen to the music. Me, honestly, I ain't never heard of music either.
And she dating somebody right now.
I can say this though, she to be a big girl, she got a pretty face, but I ain't even listen to the music because not only that, it even about her being big, it's about the crazy shenanigans. Like that video where she hopped up on that table and broke the table.
Ooh, wee.
She hopped up there, she was singing some song, and she in these high heels, and she just hopped up on that table, and the table broke.
Caused an explosion. Whole tsunami.
But yeah, have you guys heard the latest about Lizzo?
Yo.
What's the latest?
How her and her record company got a big fight going on because they owe her so much royalty money because she didn't read the contract. And now she's having a fit.
Games. Lizzo, you need to stop all that game plan and read your contracts. You doing all this attention seeking. You better read your contract before you be broke out there.
And if you notice, the record company has really stopped promoting her since she done put that lawsuit on them. So she's like going down up undercover. She's trying to get out of the contract, but they still squeezing her right now. And she's a whole lot of woman to squeeze, believe me.
Ain't no squeeze.
Very beautiful girl. She got a very pretty face.
She do.
But she keeps showing her body off, nigga. Like, come on, man. Come on, yo. I'm sorry. Listen, I ain't the most in shape nigga in the world, but I still, when you funny and you got swagger and confidence and you decent looking, I think I'm at least handsome, you get pussy. But a woman that's built like a plate of mashed potatoes is in trouble.
A plate of mashed potatoes. Now he needs.
That's the part right there that had me weak. That's the part right there.
Now, see, he needs to be penalized. That's like a 15-yard penalty right there, man. That's illegal clipping. He should not have done all that, man.
He said a plate of mashed potatoes. Oh, they're just things big women just can't do, and that was one of them. Absolutely. This girl, okay, Lizzo, she at least about a good 300. You know what I mean? And she hopped up on that table. I'm about to try to find that video. If King Dwayne got that video, please. I'm about to find that video because I want everybody to see this. She was up there singing, and she got up in the chair. I'm about to see if I can try it. No, I ain't gonna do that. But she got up in the chair, and she just hopped down on the table, and the table broke.
Well, it's like I tell, I try to tell most women, when you get a certain size, all clothes, clothes are made for all people, but all people can't wear all clothes. There has to be a line somewhere. And if if you're a big girl, and you tipping the scale at 2+ going on up, there's some things you just can't do. Like, even if you go into my book, which is known as the 7,000 different positions of ecstasy, there's some of them moves you just can't do because you're a big girl.
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry. But musically, yo, she go hard, man. She a good songwriter, though.
Oh, yo, she's dope. Her music hard, her body ain't.
Yeah.
Here they come. The wall of Braveheart bitches. Like the battle on the field coming over the hills. Are you ready for a war? You can hear the horses thumping on the fucking ground. It's about to, here he come. Who that motherfucker think he is? Be body shaming that motherfucker.
Hey, yo. Here's another thing, yo.
You know what kills me? Hold on. You know what kills me about women is the hypocrisy and the contradiction. Yes, queen, slay queen. Yes,
right.
Yeah, girl, your confidence.
Right.
Fuck diabetes. Fuck heart.
Come
problems,
on.
Fuck heart disease.
Come on.
Cholesterol. Y'all claim womanhood and about sisterhood and support for your sister.
More about the
when it comes to that ridiculous shit. But if you really gave a fuck, why wouldn't you go, black girl, we love you. We love your confidence, boo-boo. But this ain't it. This ain't it. That's the real love.
That's facts.
Hey, now I'm gonna say something, man. I'm gonna say something. She's dating a guy, right?
Yeah, I think she's supposed to be engaged.
She dating.
Now I'm gonna tell you, just like I hate to drop a name, but like your girl Star. You know, the girl that came on the talk show, Star. These guys will date you. They will marry you and give them 3 to 5 years, boy, and they're gonna drop you like a hot potato. You remember that girl, that celebrity Star Jones?
Oh yeah.
She went and had all of that surgery done and everything so she could slim down. And as soon as she slimmed down, oh boy, dropped her like a hot potato.
Sure did.
She didn't look right.
Because see, man, a lot of these women don't realize, hey, a guy like you, he's got to like you for you. Like what's upstairs. In most cases, upstairs ain't nothing but a bacon addict. you can be a oversized, you can be a plus size woman. And if you carry yourself correctly and you act like you got something upstairs, God be with you for life.
Facts.
But a lot
y'all
of
would jump on me for making jokes, but y'all won't fucking be real and go, sister, put the eclair down. This ain't it. It's treadmill time.
Speaking of that, right, because she does have issues with her weight, right? And it's actually a video online of her crying about being fat shamed. Did you see that video of her crying?
We all do. I do.
Yeah, I remember that.
She said she be having an issue, man, with people fat shaming her about her weight and cracking jokes about how big she is.
Well, how you gonna have issues, but at the same time show your whole ass at an NBA game?
Oh man, that's what I'm saying. Aries on point.
As comedians, we take what the defense gives us.
Fair use.
You don't want to be put out there, then don't put it out there. And again, I know. Listen, I ain't never met a plate of pasta I didn't like. I'm a pasta nigga. I'm trying. It's an everyday struggle for me.
He said he ain't never met a plate of pasta.
I come from a family where we drank fried milkshakes.
Fried milkshakes.
But getting back to it though, man, Aries just spoke some realism this day. With Lizzo, and this is something that I told King Dwayne today. It's gonna always be somebody that's gonna like what you're doing. Well, you could be talking about killing people, somebody gonna agree with it, and you're gonna have an audience. And Lizzo doing all this. She out there showing, like he said, half her ass at the Lakers game. But he said all these women talking about slay queen. Yes, queen. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Apply pressure, girl. Yes, all this mess. But then they're not talking about, okay, your heart rate is getting ready to go down. Wait, your weight is going up while your heart rate going down. That's not good. Like you said, put the chocolate eclair down. This is why people hated Kevin Samuels. Because hold on, let me see if I got him up here. Because Kevin Samuels didn't lie to these women.
Slay queen.
Right. Kevin didn't lie to these women. Kevin told these women the honest to God truth, and they could not handle it. But everybody's on here crucifying Aries Spears, including a well-known comedian that's from this city. Him and Aries been going at it anyway, though. So he been talking about whooping Aries. He been talking about throwing hands on Aries. Yeah, he been talking about throwing hands on him. But he didn't get at him because he talking about he shouldn't do it. He should say this. I get it, but Aries spoke the truth though. You really got it. Come on, man. There's too many people dying. Come on, comedian Teddy Ray just died. Comedian Teddy Ray just died a couple weeks ago. Probably, I think sources said it was a heart attack.
Wow.
Come on, man. We got to really get this weight thing in order.
Now I'll tell you something though. A lot of them.
What'd you say?
You know, a lot of them girls that was hollering, telling her go, go, go. A lot of them girls wasn't even her size. A lot of them was a lot smaller than her.
It's a present in your inbox.
Oh, okay.
Facts, but the guy's something.
Oh, I'll put it back up. Facts, but the guy in the video is right.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, really. Come on, man. Now, it's if you notice here lately, there's been a lot of big guys with a lot of thin women, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they run around. There's a lot of big guys with a lot of thin women. Now, how many of them big guys you actually want to see? I mean, that you actually see parading around with they big women. How many? It don't operate like that.
No, sir.
Nope.
I mean, you
don't see it.
I mean, I ain't got no problem with a big woman. My motto is, and it's tattooed on the back of my forehead, I like them all. Fat, skinny, and tall. I like them all. Black, green, white. It don't matter to me. As long as you can make me happy for them 3 minutes, hey, I'm good to go.
3 minutes. 3 minutes of fun. All right, we got the video, y'all. Let's play.
Relax when we get to it, scrutinizing.
Look at that. Oh my God.
I think it was right about here that Lizzo knew she monked up. With your WWE from the top rope shenanigans.
Type jump. Look at this. Woo!
Sit your behind down. I guess you forgot the last explosion you caused. Oh,
whoa.
Yes, you are right. It took out the world. Girl, sit down.
Stupid, guys. Is this camera on me?
Yes. Stupid,
That's
guys.
stupid. Use your common sense.
Shout out to Kale. Shout out to Kale.
Robert, I see you. Robert, I see you there.
Oh man, shout out to Kale.
Watch out, King. Watch out, King.
The only reason why women because of their daddy Satan. Right. Satan has
now, see, she probably would have been all right if she hadn't hit those where those tables was jointed. She tried to do the split, but she tried to do the split where the tables was connected at. Maybe if she had a table by itself, not right where the split, she wouldn't have looked like an old drunk dumb pig.
Ooh, boy, she tried to test something up, man.
I know she was in pain. I know she was in pain. That's why everybody.
No, she wasn't in no pain.
Man.
No, she wasn't in no pain. She was so drunk. She was so drunk, man, she didn't feel the pain till the next day.
She probably woke up thinking somebody. Hey, she probably woke up thinking somebody knocked it out the park.
And she woke up the next morning. Who was that train that ran up in me last night?
I want to run a little bit.
Right.
Just a little bit. Just a
I
little
want
bit.
to run a little bit.
I like a lot of me.
Now you see like that chick that just said she like to run a little bit. The reason why she said that, I'm gonna tell you why she said that. The reason why she said that is she been having so many log poles that she can't even find the bottom. It's like hitting that is like going to the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, let me ask y'all. Do y'all hear what this now? I'm about to play this next one. I want to know, do y'all hear what the lady says at the beginning? Because I think a lot of people don't catch this. But she talking low, so catch this.
But it's a dick height requirement.
Facts. I've been facts.
Did you hear what she just say? What did she just say, D?
It's dick height a requirement.
I don't be thinking y'all be catching that. Well, I know you called it, Dwayne.
Run that by me again.
I'm saying I'm about to play it again. I'm gonna play it.
But it's a dick height requirement.
She said dick height requirement?
Yeah, but what is dick height require? What is your dick height requirement? And this is what she said.
I like a meat. I like it a lot of meat. Yeah. I want to run a little bit.
She like a lot of meat.
Well,
Natalie said a heavyweight stuffed strawberry.
Now see what that is.
Stop that, Natalie.
What that is.
Michelin.
Michelin. Now see that statement right there. That statement on the screen needs to be penalized.
No, Nelly talk about her.
Hey,
Mr. D. Like that, though. That hard candy. That strawberry hard candy.
Hey, Mr. D. They don't know that about the original. They don't know about the original Ghostbusters with the Puff dude.
Oh man! Right. Oh man!
He running the street.
Right. Exactly.
Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch?
Yes, I really do.
Yeah, we'll call Ghostbusters on her, whoever that is.
Oh man, you're killing me, boy. You're killing me.
I'll bring it to an end. Let me get some final thoughts here. Go ahead, Dwayne.
Yeah, man. Great talk with y'all, man. I enjoy sitting back listening to Mr. D talk politics. I'm used to always hearing, when me and Ty talk in private, he'll always tell me, Mr. D, how much you love to talk about politics. So I get quite pleased when I get to actually see you on screen and y'all chat it up. So I was just sitting back. I had to get my little notepad out of there, But this was a good layout today, man. Very good layout. And we have to really, really be aware of what's going on. When it comes down to the woman, I think that's probably like the only one I didn't talk about the one woman that got arrested. But
oh yeah,
when it comes down to the woman, man, she gonna be like her daddy, man. So we have to understand that narcissism is in their nature, and they're supposed to have a covering from the time they with their father to the time they pass to their husband. And this confirms what I always say, that a man is always a father, whether he impregnate a woman or not, because your children are in your loins. They are moving with you every move you make, every step you take, and that's why usually in the little pagan weddings, you'll see a father walk his daughter down the aisle, but people rarely talk about what's happening. It's not just that he's passing his heart to her husband, but he's actually making exchange from blood father to spiritual father. And so once these ladies get an understanding of what it really means to always be covered, then they can appreciate the protection that God ordained to always be over them. Don't fight what God put there to fence you in. You know what I'm saying? And don't run from the name, man. So many people, like you said, Ty, I love how you broke that down. Everybody's saying God, 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 God. But then I think about Chronicles of Judah. he points out that some people talking about their ego. You know, they hearing all kind of stuff in here, just like old girl. Old girl need medicine or exorcism or something because she hearing so many voices. That's why I heard somebody today telling her it's time for you to stop getting on the internet, young lady. Somebody was going in on her today because she done dropped a couple of more videos. She just won't stop. She going 10 toes down like a mug.
I wrote that in the channel. They made a video to it.
Yeah, and it's just like, man, it's time to just stop. But it's past some help. Like somebody gonna knock at her door if she don't stop. So you know, I'm just thankful for every topic that was put forth for the night. And we have to keep our eyes open ever the more. I'm actually gonna drop a video after the show. You know, about, you know, it was something I was working on before the show about this little, I don't know if you and Mr. D heard about it, but this Alabama pastor got arrested on some shenanigans, and I'm about to release something real quick. But
oh yeah, I seen it.
It's some foolishness. It's all the way around. So man, we just have to pay attention to what's going on around us and see what we can learn from every situation. Everything ain't about grabbing your emotions, you acting a fool, and you see how people was rioting and looting and all that different stuff. Forget all that. What can I learn from what I see? And how can I apply it to the spiritual part? That's the most important thing. So I'm up out of here. Good hanging with you fellas. Mr. D, danger. Up out of here. Good to be in the Lord's house, Ty.
All right, your girl still wanted to know.
Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch?
Hey, tell her I got somebody knocking on her door in a minute.
I appreciate it, King Dwayne. All right, Danger. You muted.
All right, King Dwayne, I hope you heard that, man.
No, I didn't hear nothing.
Oh, you didn't hear nothing?
He was muted.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll repeat it then. Line up the tape. Hey, man, it's good to be on the program with King Dwayne. He's got so much knowledge for a young man. And, you know, with me being 300 years old, I'm catching a little bit of what these young guys are spitting out there. But to the young lady that got arrested for improper dress, I hope they can work something out so you don't have to spend too much time in jail. Hope they give you probation, give you another shot at getting yourself together. But it's like it's the way it is. You have to try to understand the laws of the land. Like I hear a lot of folks out there hollering and kicking, talking about Brittany need to come home. Brittany need to come home. Wait a minute, Brittany. You a WNBA superstar. You didn't sign the contract. Your agent and your handlers, people that are with you, should have known about the laws over there in Russia. And on top of that, you really should not be going to a country that's at war with your home country, because you're putting yourself at risk. So, you know, that right there is a whole different ball of wax. And you know, T, man, I don't know what's up, man. You getting to be better and better every show, man. I might have to come and I'm looking at the show, man. I might have to get my eyes rinsed, man. Get my eyebrows rinsed. You putting it out there so tough, man.
Don't do it. You're gonna change
the
show. You're gonna change the
Well, I might be like the barbershop in Atlanta, man. Might have to get my head dyed like I got some hair on my head. Put some waves in there like King Dwayne. Hey, man, it was a great show, like it always is, man. You really getting some nice stuff going, man. I like the way the program has evolved over the years since I've been checking it out, man. I've been checking it out, and I like the way it's evolved. And yeah, King Dwayne, I like to talk politics, man, because a lot of our darker pigmented people, we don't know about politics. We think if you say at 10 o'clock that you're going to give me a $50 stimulus check, at 10:05, that check's supposed to be in my hand. See, so we had to get it together, man.
But wait, here's the thing, though. wouldn't it be great if it was like that? We want it to be like that. Like when you go to work on Fridays or every other Friday or whenever, you expect your check to be there, right?
No, cause no, I really don't expect it to be there. I just get mad at the bank because they ain't put it on the card.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. That's what it is.
Hey T man, I need you, man, to really watch out, man, cause it's raining out there like Niagara Falls, man. I mean, it's really coming down out there.
Man.
So you be careful, man, and don't get your equipment all wet and everything, man, cause
Close to the door, so
yeah, well, you just be careful, man. And top of the hat to you, man. Be careful. And I still got that $3 shaver, man. Just let me know when.
Hey, eyebrows, anything. I appreciate it, Mr. D. Appreciate it, man. Man. We already know how we got to do it. We got to give a shout out to our chat room. Let's see who all we had in the chat room. We had BzNz. Okay, they was in there. Scrutinize this. Natalie Sconiers. Man, all right. Well, let's give them all a 3 times for the Trinity. You know how we do it. 3 times for the Trinity. Let's give them a shout out. Appreciate you guys. Man, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight to the show. We're just going over what you call current events, things that has happened in the news, things that's making headline news, and we're giving it a perspective from a manhood. From a man, we're giving it a man's perspective. All right. We're not out here giving it, what I believe, what I feel. No, we're giving it a perspective from what it means to be a man to have to even see this cross our headline news. Unapologetic, because that's the thing about a man. You really ain't got to apologize for what we say or what we do. But again, as I talk about, is this country that we live in, is it a democracy? Because we know that men have had to apologize for things they said and things they done because of the powers that be that has came down on these men. Well, I tell you what, that nice cush job that you have, it won't be there in the morning if you don't make that apology. See, beta male, cupcake, simp. That's what I'm talking about. This is all the stuff that happens when you are living under this regime. When you're living under this government, you got to endure those things. So you got to make sure you say allegedly and stuff like that, because you don't want to be sued, or you don't want to, you don't want your video to come down. So anywho, tap back in with us on Thursday. Don't know what it is we're going to talk about Thursday, but tap back in with us on Thursday. It's going to be a great show. Appreciate you guys. Also, don't forget, man, put that code in. Get the Upside app. I'm about to pull it up one time for the one time. Get the Upside app, because I want you guys to, man, get the gas. If you use a credit card or a debit card for your gas, and I just got an email saying they give you an extra 10 cents for your first time fill up between now and September the 11th. So you already gonna get 40 cents for the first time fill up. But now, if you do it now till September 11th, you're gonna get an extra 10 cents a gallon, which gonna be 50 cents. Every gallon you're gonna get 50 cents back for every gallon that you fill up in your car from now until September 11th. Come on, man. That's just, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. Hold on, let me pull that. I want to pull that up real quick because I want y'all to see. I want y'all to see this. Pull this up real quick. Pull it up. Let me see what we got going on. Greetings, everybody. Tyron Joe here with the BzNz Internet Talk Radio Show. Real quick, I got to ask you a question. Are you tired of the fuel and gas prices? Okay, if the answer is yes, you might want to stick around and watch this video because you're not going to want to miss this. You're going to love this. 20 as much as 25%, probably even more than that, cash back value for your fuel prices. Not only that, grocery and restaurant. Hello. All you got to do is use your credit card or debit card. Use that code. Cash back value. Use that code. Tyrant4438. Here's the thing. If you're using this in your pocket and pumping gas, hello. Here we go. Live example. Say 50 hours nearby. 25% cash back value. Holiday gas station. 11%. Holiday gas station. 25%. 25%. 25%. That's 25 cents a gallon. No, I keep 25 cents, 21 cents. That's what you get back a gallon. 19 cents, 25 cents, 18 cents. This is look, this is what you get back a gallon. 25 cents a gallon, 21 cents a gallon. And you get like 10 gallons times that by 21 cents. Plus, when you put in my code Tyrant4438, you're gonna get your one-time 15 cent. Then they just wrote me today, said it's gonna be an extra 10 cent. So what's that? Let's add that up right now. Let's just say in your area it's got, hold on. We're gonna add this up right now. We want to be right and exact. And let's say in your area, that particular gas station, 25 cent. Okay, plus the 15 cent one time 15 cent, plus now they already said an extra 10 cent. Hello. They already said that an extra 10 cent plus, come on, how much is that? 25 cent. Come on, let's get 25 cent. Then you get the 15 cent. Then you get another 10 cent. That's what? 50 cent. 50 cent a gallon. Now, take that. 50 cent times however many gallons you get. If you fill up and you normally get 10 gallons, that's about 50. That's an extra, wait, 5 something, 50 cent? 50 cent a gallon. Times 10. That's what? $5. Hello? $5 cash back. All right. I'll leave you alone on it. I'll leave you alone on it. But let's get back to also, if you would like to, if you are a business owner and you would like to place an ad in the Cliff Robinson Podcast Studio, already the magazine, which is the Scoop magazine. If you would like to place an ad in there, you own a big business, call the number on the screen, area code 317-475-0615. That's it, 0615. Also, as we get closer to, let me see where is that at? As we get closer to, hold on here. As we get closer to the holiday season, we still doing the 10 for 10, 10 minutes. 10 minutes for any business owner out there that want to be able to advertise their business on this platform. Just slide your boy Tyrant Joe, cash out, $ Tyrant Joe, $10. And you can get on here and you can say whatever it is. But I also said earlier in the show, if you want to just babble about something, I give you 10 minutes for it. And you get your 10, you get your, you give me $10 and you get your 10 minutes. I've said that. Hello. That's not a bad deal. And then when you are done, this is how you will know. Here's the cue. This is the cue that I'm going to let you know that you're done.
Satan is your daddy.
Once you hear that, your time is up. Time to go. Also, cash me out. We got t-shirts on deck, y'all. T-shirts are on deck. I got some 2s, some 3s, and some 4s. Represent for the big men, big women. See, Lizzo, if you're watching, I have some t-shirt. I got a t-shirt for you. Sleep in. And I want you to take a pic. I want you to take a pic and send it to me, Lizzo. Tell me how it look on you. I certainly show it with the platform. Let everybody say like, hey, y'all, Lizzo wearing my t-shirt. I ain't got nothing to say about it. You know, I mean, I'm still gonna say that Lizzo, you come down off that weight. I'm still gonna say that, but hey, you're gonna be A-OK in my book because you modeling my t-shirt. Appreciate it, Lizzo. Appreciate it, Lizzo. But that's the end of the show. We appreciate everybody tonight, man. Thankful to everybody that tuned in tonight, man. Just a great time, man. The fellowship, being men, coming together, being men, not being threatened. Shorty, won't you come my way? Get it, shorty, get it, shorty, get it, shorty. Get it, shorty, get it, shorty, get it, shorty. Y'all ain't ready, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. According to this, I guess us men, we ain't ready either, according to this.
Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch?
I really do. I really do. But I want to be able to let her know that she ain't even there. I want to be able to let her know that she's better. She's more than a beat. Get it, shorty, get it, shorty, get it, shorty. Get it, shorty, get it, shorty, get it, shorty. Tell him, Jesse. Tell him, Jesse.
You married your mama. Not all, but most. Beta! What a girl. Beta girl! Satan is your daddy. God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children.
Tell them again, Jesse.
God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children.
Get it, shorty, get it, shorty, get it, shorty.
Yeah, I want to run a little bit.
Yep, we're going to get you to run. And of course, this podcast is brought to you by Real Men. Real Men drink water. Lloyd, what you talking about? Lloyd, the R&B singer? Get it, shorty, get it, shorty. Shorty, won't you come my way? Hey, I got something I want to say. Get it, shorty, get it, shorty, get it, shorty. Get it, shorty, get it, shorty, get it, shorty. Get it, shorty, get it, shorty, get it, shorty.
Oh, check it out. To my phone.
I like this.
Yeah. Now phone.
To
all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to lace this lyrical
douches in your bushes. Who rock grooves and make moves with all the mommies. The back of the club, sipping my wet is where you find me. The back of the club, knocking holes, my crew's behind me. Mad question asking, blunt passing, music lasting. But I just can't quit because one of these homies Biggie got to creep with, sleep with, keep the ep a secret. Why not? Why blow
Y'all
up
ain't
my
ready.
spot? Cause we both got hot. Now check it. I got more Mac than Craig and in the bed. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy. No need to be greedy. I got mad friends with BzNz. See notes by the layers. True fucking players. Jump in the Rover and come over. Tell your friends jump in the GS3. I got the chronic by the truth. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player.
Yeah, walked into the party and I spotted shawty, she holding a beer and she turning smiling. Yeah, I know she got here before me, but look like her pupils are clear. I've been craving a sober connection, confession. I knew that she'd probably be here because during the week when she all up and stressing and calling and texting, I tend to appear. I got a fetish for taking the problems away, so whenever I'm leaving, she want me to stay. I've been looking for gumption and trying to be brave, but when I'm around you, I just cannot behave.
Oh yeah, that is the song. Get it shorty. That's right.
That's
That's right.
acapella. So I'm nervously running through words in my mind till I find a good way I can tell her. I really like what you done to me. I can't really explain it.
Don't forget democracy. It's democracy.
I really like what you done to me. I can't really explain it. I am so I know you sick of the fake. We can just dip out the place. Take you to dinner, we finna partake. Really the one who can make a mistake. I got decisions to make. Am I a cannibal or like an animal? And she just told me she wanna get A. Damn it, that look like a lot on my plate. Yeah, and you're fucking with the jeans, but they call me up and comer. Beat the pussy up just like an irritated drummer. I'm a lady killer, but I'm iller as a lover. Get a little bit, but you won't never want another. I think you out of this world. Think you becoming my favorite girl. We got a vision, got me on a mission. Make me wanna trade all my diamonds for pearls. Yeah.
I really like what you
Done to me, I can't really explain it.
I like this.
Yeah. Now, to all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to
Who all remember this song right there? Who all remember this song?
See, baby, you're my little secret. Secret.
What y'all know about that?
If you don't tell,
Y'all sleep.
I won't tell, and that's how we gotta keep it. See, baby, you're my little secret. 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 If you don't tell, I won't tell, and that's how we gotta keep it.
Did anybody see ya come into my house last night when I got your message in my beeper that you wanna do everything I like? Alright.
Like being in the same room with you and your girlfriend. The fact that she don't know, she done really turns me on. She'll never guess in a million years that we got this thing going on.
You're my little secret, that's how we should keep
Nobody has to know.
so everybody's mine
About me and you.
But in life, there's always
What y'all know about that? I just want to be true.
from the struggle, from the pain, from the realness. Here's my story.
That's Lloyd right there for you, King Dwayne.
Hey world, yeah, I know it's been a while, but I come around to let you know what's up now. No album lately, so my mind is kinda up down. I still been taking care of my mama and them somehow. Disappeared from the scene and left my old team. Had to find a new approach to an old dream. And it's not to take a shot at my old team. I just want you to see this is me. So please accept me for who I am. And please accept me for what I do. I'm just doing everything that I can. 'Cause all I wanna be is true. So please accept me for who I am. And please accept me for what I do. 'Cause there's no me without you. And all I wanna be is true. Alright. And all I wanna be is true. Apologies if I ever.
But see, the thing is, you can be true, and they still don't care. They still think you on some game.
Never let you down. There's so much shit that happened that it's hard to talk about. So many lawsuits that my lawyer said don't talk about it. Just had to pray, keep it cool till I can walk about it. Came home, helped my sister raise a child. Kinda hurt me 'cause I could've had my own now. Lost my baby, then it's really getting home now. I just had to learn this is me. So please accept me for who I am. And please accept me for what I do. I'm just doing everything that I can. 'Cause all I wanna be is true. So please accept me for who I am. And please accept me for what I do. 'Cause there's no me without you. And all I wanna be is true. Alright. And all I wanna be is true. I look up to the sky, Lord, why do I cry when no one is looking? Is the blame for this pain even caused by the shame of this fame I've been given? My pride don't cause me to hide my true feelings. 'Cause I can only be real. Hey, 'cause I can only be real. And now this is me. So please accept me for who I am. And please accept me for what I do. I'm just doing everything that I can. 'Cause all I wanna be.
And this podcast is dedicated tonight to Minister Ava Muhammad. Rest in peace. And as they say in the Nation of Islam, may Allah be pleased.
And all I wanna be is true. Alright. And all I wanna be is true. Alright. And all